Hello and welcome to another instance of a beginner bracket hosted by Lobsters. We're gonna be doing a fourth week, having 22 contestants, and you're hearing me, by the way, Orion, and a very special guest. Dudikov, want to introduce yourself?
That's me. I'm Dudikov. Hello, welcome. I am the very special guest, apparently. What makes me so special? You have to ask a riot.
Because
I'm just here to say 667 BC, but yeah, go ahead.
Man, I was about to introduce you as the most loyal defender of Metera being bottom one in the community, so...
Loyal defender?
Yes.
As opposed to, I don't know. If you were a loyal defender, you'd be like prone to up playing as opposed to down playing.
Well, you're up playing everything to make Metera bottom one, so congratulations.
No, I was downplaying one character during the stream that I did the other day. Who was I saying? I was saying Ladiva was bad. I think I downplayed Gran a bit. Who else is in this game that's bad? Abel's definitely bad. That's true.
My man's gonna go from the bottom of the tier list, but we're gonna
below all of them is Metera.
What? See, this is what I meant. All right, let's get into the groove of talking about the games that might not need tier lists for the people, or do they? That's the eternal question.
I'm just mesmerized by the carrot, Ian. Go ahead.
You're still mesmerized. Okay, I see. But yes,
look how many carrots she's eating. Jesus Christ. She's gonna have so much like rush power, whatever it is in that game. The horse is gonna go so fast.
Lots of carrots. You know what? In the end of the day, she will have great eyesight.
Is that true? I thought it was only for kids. If you're like a grown person, it doesn't really do anything.
Vitamin A still exists.
It does still exist. It is not fake, apparently. It's true.
It is not a lie. Imagine, I said not a lie.
Tell me about these beginners.
Man, I was about to talk about that, because yes, we're having a beginner bracket here, and it's in Swift's bracket, Swift's tournament standard. Man, I can't talk anymore. But
be nice to him. He just downed a kebab in like 10
yes,
seconds.
I just downed a kebab.
You could hear it through the mic. It was like some otherworldly like abomination.
I was calling Cthulhu while eating a kebab. Believe me, trust me. But yes, we're gonna have a Swift format here where we're gonna have 6 rounds of first to freeze, which we're gonna stream 2 of them each round. And the main idea of the Swiss format is that it balances itself out throughout the games. So if they win the first round match, they will fight against the winners of the previous round. The losers will fight with the losers, and etc. like that. So beginners will get to play more games and eventually balance out to the level they feel most comfortable playing. And we're gonna be starting with our first set of beginners here, Tinala and Suren.
We got Charlotta versus Zoe.
Rare matchup, by the way.
I mean, it happened a lot in base game. There was the Reed versus Saki, which happened in brackets a fair amount.
Yeah, definitely, but now I don't see a lot of Charlottas in general.
There's a few poking around. I don't know. I think I've run into a fair amount online, although I haven't played a ton of ranked.
The only one I played was Saki, and that was in the bracket, and I had no idea how to play the match.
There was a bird person. There's a French Charlotte. I don't know what else.
Alright.
There's some other ones, but yeah, she's a fairly like good character to pick up and win quickly with. I would say her ability just to like jump out of things and then being able to punish things that other people who are jumping wouldn't be able to do is really strong at lower levels, and when used effectively at higher levels, that continues as well. Like Saki made his career out of just basically fuzzy jumping his way into like grand finals of brackets in the base game.
And now he's one of the top players in the game.
Some might say.
Some might say.
That is true. There's not enough 6XL going on, so they should 6XL more.
What the fuck? There's enough 6XL.
There's 6XL, look, and like the Charlotte 5U would beat it, so like Charlotte count as 6XL apparently.
Hey, Dudikoff, you were not looking at the screen then.
What?
Like they are using, they're using it.
I did say that. I literally just said that. Said that, and he said the Charlotte countered it with 5U.
Let's work with that, yes.
Use of ultimate skills, usually the heavy DP. There's for some reason, like she's got a decent amount of invulnerability / weird hurt box shenanigans, so the laser misses her and she manages to hit the DP. I think one piece of advice I'd give to the Charlotte is not using 5U too much. It's not a very good button. It's like, it's got niche applications that you'll see at higher level, but most of the time you're better off just blocking instead, because if they don't attack you, then
you kind of die.
They get a big punish, and if you manage to get the parry off, it's not really, you don't get a lot of reward a lot of the time. Like sometimes you don't even get the follow-up because of how far they are.
Kill on the
last hit. Nice like a little reversal of fortunes though. Got 1 round each. I believe these are first to freeze, correct?
Dudikoff, I get it. I'm sorry. You're looking at the screen.
Answer my question, alright? First to free, right?
Yeah, this is first to free. And we got time. Here we go again. Another.
Yeah, like there, for instance, using the 5U, it'd be better just to like hold the block or something like that.
There's another like
because you're not really getting much out of it in that situation. You're better off just holding the corner. There's there's always one better buttons when used appropriately. 6/6H, it manages to absorb an attack and then puts the opponent into a float state you can combo out with afterwards.
Yeah, that's
it's a little bit risky because it can be punishable, but still a very good move despite that.
We're gonna get the last hit there. One thing I've noticed that Surin's been using a lot of just L Dragon finishers off any string that he does. And I'm wondering if that's a good idea or not.
I mean, is it getting punished?
I mean, he's not. He's probably even plus at those situations.
They're probably... I don't think right up in the face the L Dragon is plus. I think you have to be slightly distance.
Yes,
so like doing off an auto combo isn't the best thing. Like there, for instance, it was probably plus. Definitely plus when it hits, of course. But I'm not entirely sure about that, so I don't think that works for that. Go looking in your training mode. Yeah, if you're going to do Raging Strike as well, make sure you follow up if you get the hit.
Yeah, like you're using one bravery point and you're not really getting anything good out of it.
Like, I'm sure it was just sort of like, I'm just trying to like do a combo and try and make things work, but like, yeah, if you actually did that on purpose, then the 25 meter is really nothing in this game. You build meter so fast.
This is one of the reasons. By the way, that
especially when you're on offense. Oh, nice reversal.
I like that.
Charlotte or DP actually punishable? Question mark.
It is punishable, just way harder. It depends if you block it standing or crouching.
Don't need to block it if you just get it on the way down like that.
True. That's absolutely true.
Nice 6XL. We didn't get the follow, but we get the hit off the wrecker.
Gonna get bisection. That is
the
not
Zoe player has a bit of an advantage here, just through the use of the 6XL, managing to catch the Charlotte player out a lot of the times and doing combos off of it. Oh my god, you were just sending it and it's working.
Yeah, it's just gonna... it's not gonna kill, per se, yeah. It's gonna leave it one strike pro.
Like, the SPAs themselves on their own don't do a lot of damage. It's usually, like, at the end of combos that it feels like they're a lot stronger than they previously were.
Mostly because of the minimal scaling. That the supers have very, very aggressive minimal scaling in this game.
Yeah, but that's kind of like in recompense for not being as like strong as they would be in like base game, for instance, off a single hit into it, for example. But yeah, I mean, Charlotte was like losing that entire round, but then she gets in once and then just causes devastation with a rushdown.
The thing is, with such rushdown, I feel that Surin was kind of very eager to get out of that rushdown, not really letting like Tinola get out of it. And like,
if you don't like rushdown, we have a mechanic in this game which stops the person rushing you down. It's called Brave Counter.
Yes. Well, without just the Brave Counter, there's another concept of, in general,
no, just Brave Counter.
Brave countering works, but you're using a bravery point, remember?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, just do it.
Oh, whoa!
Especially in the corner, just do it. There's no reason not to. Alright, you're in a bad spot now. Chip damage is like really bad in this game in terms of like trying to come back from it if you're at chip point.
There's a lot of things that can hit you, and ultimates are not helping the case as well. So one game up on each side here, and now I wonder, like I'm trying to figure like something concise, but it just seems like both of them are just jumping into each other's buttons more often than not.
I mean that's like with Charlotte, it's sort of like a game of like I'm gonna do this loads of times. You're gonna catch a few. Oh my god, nice! That was kind of clean.
I mean, with a spot dodge, you could get a punish there as well.
Like if you Charlotte, you're just like, if I get in once with this jumping, I mean, you probably don't want to be jumping in with like JL in case something like that happens, where you like jump over their head and you just whiff completely. If you do it, jump and see that you're gonna go over the head, you can go for like a JM, and then you cross them up and like maybe get a hit into a combo off with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I in general would say that not go jumping with jump L would be way better, because one, you don't particularly get any combo from the jump L, don't you?
Yeah, you kind of preemptively trying to cover as much as possible, and it's like really restricting how much damage you'll be able to do if you actually do get in. I mean, you get a decent amount there because of the counter hit, but I think you're better off just like jumping up and then like trying to consider your options on the way down, as opposed to just automatically going into the JL. So I don't think there's a lot of air-to-air action going on, and even if there is, you're not getting a lot out of it regardless.
Yeah, well, again, to you gonna, oh my god, Suren.
I mean, that's the thing at like a beginner intermediate level is that like wake up supers are going to work a lot more often, just because people's like meaty timing isn't down. People are pressing buttons a lot of the time as well, because being aggressive is rewarded so well, and like it's very easy to make mistakes in this game. So if you just continuously be aggressive, eventually the other person's going to make a mistake and you'll be able to get your damage in. So it's hard to get the habits to be able to block those types of things. But like one thing you can do is like if like someone's doing wake up super a lot, if you go for like close lights on their wake up, oftentimes you'll be able to like recover in time to block the super.
Yeah, definitely, because
it's definitely something you want to like practice a little bit in trainer mode, just so you're confident with the timing for that.
Yeah, just
2Ls are a bit slower in this game, so it's like harder to do that with that. But like that's definitely a thing you should be looking out for if you see your opponent SBAing a lot on wake up.
Yeah, because supers do have very high startup. They're way slower than even a regular DP reversal, which I would say are harder to cover with such a save jab or whatnot.
Yeah, if they're DPing a lot, then your best bet is just to like block a little bit more on wake up. Oh, we can punish that, by the way. I imagine Charlotte's like 2M would be able to reach that, and then we could go into a ball or something along those lines.
Counter hit.
No, we still got here.
Cute combo here. I mean, the combos are probably the easiest part in the fighting game, so I'm glad that...
In modern fighting games, yeah.
In modern fighting games, yeah. That goes for the high, you're negative, trying to take your turn back.
I'd say like jumping into re-establish pressure a lot of the time, while it's working out fairly well here. Like, you could afford to use 6XL mods game.
No, that was 2L actually, way late.
Yeah, that's the thing with using 2L. I don't know if they try to do... Yeah, I'm like... The 2L has got a lot more recovery in this game than the close light, so if you're going to attack on wake up, it's better off doing the close light as well. Also, like the close light, if it's blocked or hits, it gives you a lot more advantage than the 2L.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're getting a bit of revenge here. Charlotte's SSBA has actually got like is a pretty quick one in terms of SBAs in this game. So like using it in those scenarios is slightly better for Charlotte, and you probably see it more at a high level than any other like SBAs from other characters.
Okay. Lots of plus frames.
It's also really hard to punish as well, so like if they end up blocking it, it's
yeah, it's not as negative as other supers would be.
Yeah, especially at like a lower level where people won't have like labbed the specifics punish against Charlotte. I mean, even at like a high level, some people just don't know sometimes. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just gonna keep pressing. If you ever end up in those clash situations, the best thing you do once you recognize you're in there is to throw.
Yeah, throw is faster than any other option that people would do there, unless you like read it and you do a reversal on the throw. But then again, that's not something I would.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's obvious counterplay. Like, if the opponent does like a DP or does like just a random super in that clash, then you'll end up losing because of the throw. But usually, the best option is to throw.
Okay, Surin is currently just keeping. Oh no, sending it. Oh no! So
I don't think we're just these RPS SBAs SSBAs are working every single time, so you can't
they are.
criticize them.
The thing is, for Surin, this time, you cannot instantly go into block after running in this game. It has recovery. It's way shorter in this version of the game.
I don't think it was
the
the run recovery that was getting shot there. I think it was a
no, that
6XL.
was run recovery. I think.
No, I think it was 6XL.
Because
Run the tapes back. Someone prove me right, please.
Prove me right. Because I think that was just a running and then.
Yeah, that's why 5 years isn't very good. You didn't really get anything out of it.
Yeah. So the thing is, what Surin could have done is spot dodging at after pause flash. Most of the supers are spot dodgeable after pause flash. There are few ones that you need to look out for with the spot dodges. Like
That's
for instance, yeah, that's not gonna work, and this is not punishable.
There again, you see, it's very difficult, especially if you're in the air. It's probably impossible to punish at that point unless you got some sort of funky SBA stall up there or something.
Oh.
That's where an instance where 5U's like half decent is on a jump in. I still wouldn't recommend it just because if they empty jump, then you die. Better off just like doing like a 2H or something, or Charlotte or DP, which is very good at catching people. I don't believe you.
You don't believe?
I don't believe Lobster. If it was just, there's like that dash was way too quick. Yeah, I mean, they were already in the dash. They could have stopped and blocked.
If it would have been a counter hit or a punish on the side, if it was the case, you know, and it wasn't.
Oh my god!
God, this is okay. They're both like throwing a lot of slugs at each other.
If you're the Zoe player in this situation, I would simply block them out, and then when they jump, just 2H into a big combo.
Yeah, one of the things about fighting games is the part of adaptation, and you can see that Tinola is just jumping hard. I'm expecting Tinola to jump. Never mind. Hey,
the 6XL for the first time didn't work out. What the hell? 6XL's bad.
Okay, the jumping coming.
Jumping in the opposite direction. That's punishable. Yes. It's very difficult to punish there. Well, it's not very difficult, but it's like difficult to understand like where you are and if you need like 2M for instance. But yeah, it was a really close set to kick things off. It was 3-2 to Surin. If that's the pronunciation, apologies otherwise.
It's Surin.
Yeah, I do feel like they were playing Rising a little bit more. They were using 6XLs, they were using their dash heavies.
Not using brave counters.
Skills come out. Yeah, it's just that Charlotte is a very good rushdown character, and if you're unable to stop her from jumping in, she'll just keep doing that until she does get in and does some damage. So for Surin, like, even though the one, I'd probably recommend like thinking about like your anti-air combos, trying to like 2H the the Charlotte jumping in, which is a little harder than other characters, but if they're doing it all the time, it's definitely like something that's very possible. Or if you're not too confident with that, you can still use Zoe's DP even though it doesn't have the invulnerability on startup. Like the EX DP is pretty good for catching people in the air. For the Charlotte, I would say like not just like constantly JLing. I think just jumping in and then evaluating what your opponent's doing. If they're running underneath, you might want to go for like a JM or something like that so you can get a cross up and then do damage after that.
Or if they're just sitting down there, like if they're just crouching and not doing anything, or they have not whiffed anything or threw anything, don't press a button because you're just putting yourself in the counter hit situation for nothing.
And trying to use more like different approaches as well. So, for example, like 6XL in a few more. Maybe just like hanging out at a neutral distance sometimes, just to try and like bait some sort of reversal and then going after them. But yeah, it was a very close set, so obviously they were a very similar level, and it could have gone either way.
Yeah, pretty good showing as for our first set. But now we can go into our next set of the first round here. Just not let other people to wait. It's gonna be Remno Kishi.
How come I only see one character when they're both sat at the tip of the cabinet?
Huh?
I only see the Charlotte when they sat down. I don't see Remno's characters.
I don't. see it either. I don't know actually.
It was in the previous set as well. Like there's a Zoe and it was like a mystery. Usually it shows both of them. Is this a this a new side games update? So one person's at a disadvantage in a bracket. Person's sitting on the P1 side because they get the P1 advantage. You know, P1's got a port priority advantage, right?
Yes, they do. They do. They very, very important stage.
Yeah, if the Mario Party game where they have to like time the button press at the same time at the correct time happens, then the one on the player one side has port priority for the win. So that's like a big negative if you're sitting on the P2 side.
No, that's extremely important. So, but Rem no Kishi versus Aldun Khalid. You can start, by the way.
Yeah, well, you can tell him to start. You have to wait for Loba to do it.
Well, Loba can do it as well, but I can do it.
Loba's too busy TOing. It's probably like got a million people. Like, I can't find the room. I don't know what the password is. I put in capitals and it was lowercase, but then you know how it is.
Those happen like when you're not used to navigating the menus around here.
I don't think I don't I don't know if about time is understood to be universally. Please start now. You know.
For fuck's sake. What's the sticker here?
No, just type you can play.
Jeez. I mean, it takes me to take my arcade stick and then write the message.
Your keyboard, you can use that.
I mean, I don't know how the hotkeys on the keyboard for the game. I've never interacted with the game on the keyboard except for writing messages.
Doesn't it tell you the hotkeys if you use it?
No, if you have a connected controller.
Nah, it depends on like which one you're using. Unless you're like, I don't know, some sort of Steam overlay. So yeah, we've got the Narmaya who's full battle pass, full level 500 weapon, the prismatic weapons versus another Charlotte with the black and white, with a little funny Halloween sword.
Ooh, goes into ultimate moonflip already. Gets the plus frames. Ooh, the connections. Yeah, we can feel it. Don't worry. Okay, 2U is reversal. Goes for the slash. Sits a lot in the Kagura stance. For now.
He eventually gets it. Could have followed up a bit more there. It was a bit of a far distance. It was a bit awkward though. Yeah, one thing I will say is if you often experience like issues with your PC running this game or something like that, the level you're recommended to play on would be Colosseum, and also there is like mods out there to run the game at lower requirements.
The potato
mods that's been going around. Or just go into settings yourself and just like lowering a few settings, for example.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, gets Charlotta get in. Whoa! Huh? How'd that work? It absolutely whiffed.
Buff moonflip? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that was a funny interaction, I guess. Anyways, let's get into the corner combo here. Rem no Kishi goes for just the X slashes into auto combo. Yeah. There are better ones.
Strike throw.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
the delay. We're catching delayed buttons here. Let's go.
Hey, try Keyser.
It might be an accidental, but it worked out.
Probably Twitch reacted to the...
Like, if you're just standing in place and then you press the button, that's usually a sign that you, like, mess them up. As opposed to, like, holding back and then pressing the button afterwards or crouch blocking or something along those lines.
Okay, for him. Now, honestly, like, I would feel Remno is kind of playing Narmaya a lot on the Kagura stand, just trying to get those ultimate. Yeah, see, nice answer. Yeah. One thing about the ultimate moonflip is that you can actually wait for it and then press close heavy the moment you see the first slash happening, because there's a lot of a huge gap between the teleportation and the slash. It usually just counter hits people like that. Huh?
Couldn't decide swap after the whiffer.
Slashes. I would spend the X slashes in mid screen as a cooldown.
Yeah, Cal is ready with these anti-air DPs, which is very good. A lot of beginners will get sort of static and stationary when it comes to like trying to catch jump-ins or catch like ultimate skills like that. Didn't catch it that time, unfortunately. But you're not going to get every single one. That's a funny wake-up option, but it ended up working out.
It does work out. It does not kill there, but gonna leave it one strike throw. And now Alun Kali. Oh!
The better ultimate skill wins, unfortunately.
Yep, a cross of slash there just to get it out, keeping it even at round count. I'm very much so missing.
Like, yeah, I would say if you're like facing either of these players, one thing you could do is try and play more patient, as they're like very often going for like big Hail Mary attacks. Like the Namae will do the moon flip. The Charlotta will do a lot of like demon flips and heavy approaches. So like for example here, when they do auto combo into the moon flip, you can anti-air that.
Again, this one.
Oh my god, we're taking advantage of the lag here to get a little BC off. Oh, I'm surprised that here. Let's go. Maybe could have got to like SSBA here somehow. I'm not sure.
Yes, all moon flips are plus on block actually. So you either you want to anti-air them, honestly.
Yeah, pressing after like certain moon flips, like don't take your turn at that point.
Alright, chill. We're gonna get into short. Again, one thing that from Remno, what I'm missing, like Remno is playing on the similar pace as Alun is. Mostly just pushing advances as far
I don't believe they are
possible.
plus on block though. The LMN versions at least. I think it's only the heavy version. There is an NU version, obviously, it's plus.
Whoosh! Basketball? No!
Someone check Dust Loop for me. I think that's the case. Oh my god, like, yeah, we're pressing buttons when the opponent is plus. Like, oftentimes, although not always, unfortunately, which is a bit of a knowledge check, the U skills tend to be plus on block. So you can't really take your turn after them unless it's like certain ones, and that's something you gotta learn with time and go into the training mode and actually lab those things out. Or look them
wait,
up on
are you
Dust Loop
talking
or
about
something.
the hands? The slashes?
No, I mean like the Charlotta did the U demon flip there, and then the Namai tried to take the turn afterwards, but the Charlotta was plus, so they managed to beat them because of that.
I wouldn't know. I don't know Charlotta's ultimates that well.
See? Even the experienced Sheep main 7th cleanest in the world, Araya, has some things to still to lab.
Yeah.
So don't be you shouldn't be too ashamed about like lacking knowledge on a situation, but the big thing is that if you don't know, you go and find out for yourself.
I usually give it as a better idea if the situation causes you problems like that, then oh my god,
just send it. You know, it works.
Yeah.
I mean, the Namae is pressing a lot of buttons, so like just sending the U skill is like a perfectly acceptable thing to do in that situation. If you're playing a bit more defensive character, then it seems a bit of a waste of meter, and they might be able to punish it with like a DP or something like that if they were on the ball.
But yeah, as you said, Remno is using a lot of buttons or just doing these kind of just send it out options as well. Like one thing that I'm missing, at least in this matchup, is the Satsunas. The sheeted stance projectile slashes.
Well, I think it's mainly because they're in the other stance, isn't it?
Well, he's playing only in Kagura, which is funny.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair enough if you're like a bit newer to the game and newer to the character. You can stick to one and then try and find a new one. I mean, the actual switching of stances isn't that big a deal in this game. It's like basically free. It's just like, I have more access to more specials and just being aware of them. But yeah, they're definitely looking to switch stances immediately a lot of the time. Like, yeah, at least you see, paying attention to you there, Riot.
Damn, Satsuna.
So we moon flip in and then we start doing like Kagura stuff. But like again, a lot of the times the moves that we're using to get in either like heavily punishable or heavily minus. So like I think the moon flip is minus. Can't remember exactly. At least the normal versions of them. So like going in with that isn't the best idea in the world. Oh, nice little punish there. There we go. Oh, yeah. We're gonna follow up with the evasion strike. Very nice.
Yeah, combo limit, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a bit of an awkward height to be doing stuff like that. Kind of something you have to build up is like, oh, maybe I can only do 2 hits into like ball, for example. That catches everyone out. The teleport behind you is so difficult.
Fast as well.
And I think the Charlotte is like adapting to the matchup at this point, realizing that the Narmaya player is using a lot of like very punishable specials in order to get in, and is taking advantage of that to take 2 wins back. So we're at 2-2 again. So I would say the Narmaya would be a good idea instead of like approaching with the dashes and the moon flips and that kind of thing. It would be approaching with 6XL, trying to like establish a bit more like presence on the outside, as opposed to trying to get in every single time.
One thing that I would like to pay attention to here, oh my god, another ultimate movement, is that I feel Remno would get a bit more from just standing a bit away and looking how Lune is trying to get in as well. Because right now it's just basically Remno jumps in as much as possible and gets a lucky hit and what? Oh my god!
Charlotte jump washed. Let's go. But yeah, no, that time we stopped trying to approach with the dash, we stopped trying to approach with the moon flip, and it worked out for us. And the Charlotte player was doing like kind of what Renmo was doing earlier, like using a lot of like L balls and M balls to get in, and being minus with the Narmaya in their face instead of like using like 6XL to be in but also be plus at the same time. Moon flip works out though. The Raging Strike's working out very well. I'm not sure if it's a connection, but yeah, if your opponent's doing that a lot, you can either just mash just like that, or you can try and spot dodge it. Although it's kind of a tight timing to get used to.
I like that. A medium
we're in danger time right now.
For both players here.
Ah, no combo. Alright, we're getting out of there. We don't care.
We're good.
But yeah, it'd be a good idea for either side to be patient at this point, because we are using a lot of aggressive tactics to get in. Or we can do a UDP and win. That works as well. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, double Luigi here.
We're going to the last round. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. The L Setsunas are good if your opponent is using a lot of like these L balls to get in, and that's why I didn't really see a lot from them though. Oh,
that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Went over the top. Oh, we managed to dodge the U move with that. That's good. We get a big combo here. We went for the overhead follow-up instead of just auto combo regular. But Namai is still in the corner, so it's still a good situation for us. Oh, get a hard knockdown here, so I'll be able to get out of the corner.
This should be blocked.
It was a far light, yeah.
But does not know to punish.
Yeah, again, Charlotte's SBA is also one that you kind of have to lab a little bit in order to understand how to punish. I like the 668 there to mix things up, and it's going to... Oh, could have probably led to like close to a kill at least, but unfortunately dropped the combo.
Raging Strike,
yes, we're ready for these Raging Strikes now.
Monkey see, monkey
do return the favor. We don't have the meter to follow up, unfortunately.
Plus bar goes into Raging Strike.
Get back. Alright, Namai's on chip point. Oh, they're both on chip point. Yeah. Oh my god, sick ending. Let's go. Very good game.
That was looking pretty good. I would have liked from both players like just stand back a bit and see how both of them approach things. Alun could have
I think most of the time in this game standing back is a bad idea, but if they're being aggressive with like highly punishable options as both players were, that's a good idea to do. So for example, you're the Narmaya, they're balling in all the time, you want to react with a DP to the ball in order to punish that. If you're the Charlotta and then the Narmaya using a lot of her like special dashes in order to get in, and moon flips again, just like waiting for those to come out and punish them when you see them. But yeah, go ahead. All right, what you were going to say?
You kind of touched up on the point I wanted to say, is that just standing back and looking at the ways they approached and getting those bigger punishes in rather than hoping for stray hits going is more important, I feel. Like, for instance, if Remno, if Yolun was more patient, those ultimate moon flips would have been all punished for a lot of damage, because that's basically a counter hit starter.
The ultimate moon flips when... Oh, the moon flips, sorry.
Yeah, in neutral, because Remno was just sending them.
While, I mean, yeah, if you were aware and like really got your eye out for them. It's not punishable after they've been blocked, though.
And for Remno, I feel just representing a bit more far H, I feel would have been worked so much because Alun was only using a lot of L balls, which are crushable by heavy buttons.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, only the M it clashes or it's crushed.
No, I mean
One of the
like
two.
like the using it in reaction to the elbow is not really like once you see it is reactable. So if you're going to be doing that, you'd be putting it out preemptively. I think the best thing to do against like the L and M balls, I think the M one's actually like punishable in this game.
Yeah, that's
But you'd have to
understand.
actually lab the punish for that. When it comes to the L ball, like you can either like DP it on reaction to it, which is a little bit difficult, or you could just block it. You're like when it's finished, your plus, you get to take your turn, so that's
Taking your
completely
turn as
fine
well.
for you. And yeah, just like block it and go in and like take your turn and start doing stuff. Like you have 6XL, you can go up and do a close light, just apply your own pressure, which is obviously very good in this game.
Yeah.
In any game probably as well, actually.
M ball is punishable complete.
Previously, it wasn't for certain characters.
For
I think.
some
I can't remember.
characters, yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to punish now. I can't remember the exact thing. I remember Saki complaining about it at some point.
It's
But
6XL just punishes everything.
I don't care about like labbing against Charlotte because like Seox just kind of shits on her.
Definitely.
I know Matera couldn't do anything in the previous game because her buttons are bad. Yeah, I think it's punishable by Matera in the corner now. But like, no, I don't think I think she still can't punish it mid screen because everything's 8 frames.
-7 M ball. Did they buff it?
I think it was a bit more than that.
Yeah, it was -10 if I remember right. Unless they changed it in this version.
I can't trust Dust Loop on this because you know it's oh my god, she's got.
I mean, you can trust Dust Loop now because most of the frame data.
Yeah,
was
it says it's -10 on Dust Loop. It probably -7 previously. Have a look whilst we're waiting. I got the old Dust Loop up as well, so we can compare and contrast.
Always ready. But yeah, we're done with our first round here, and now we're gonna get into.
It says -10 on there as well. I don't know.
Damn.
Who knows?
Wow, I'm kind of right on frame data. I was about to resign to my fate of being wrong.
I think it's the H ball that's like more punishable now by the looks of things. It says it's -6 in Rising. It was -4 in the previous game.
All right, yeah, it is punished. Like a lot of those.
Well, I mean, like it's -6 at a distance, so it's all like I don't know. Belial maybe can do it.
A lot of those EX specials that are now like combo starters in the corner are punishable on block.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward to like pay attention to at the beginning, but there's weird pushback properties when it comes to moves in the corner, which often leaves like the opponent like right in your face, and so you're able to punish with like a throw, which is only 4 frames, for example. So say for example, Seox is like his 236U wrecker in the corner. Most of the time you get pushed back far enough, you can't punish it in any way, but if it's in the corner, then he'll be stuck right in your face and you can punish it with a throw, for example. But that's kind of a bit more inside baseball sort of stuff you'd want to do after you've like got a grasp of the basics. But yeah, it's nice to know at least.
You're basically talking that there are a lot of like these small interactions that learning what you can do about them will just optimize your play even further. But they're like more present.
I wouldn't worry about them too much if you're a beginner intermediate player because you got more pressing issues such as using 6XL more and using Brave Counter more. Have we seen a Brave Counter today? I can't even remember.
No, we haven't seen a Brave Counter yet.
Yeah, use Brave Counter. It's really good. But Dudikoff, I take 30% more health. It doesn't matter. You're going to take 60% as soon as they get their combo off.
If you get a counter hit Brave Counter, it's basically a super jump out of the corner. So, come on.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. If you're on Brave Counter, for some reason they made it so that if you do it on the counter hit, as in like you catch them like pressing the button whilst you're BCing them, they get like put into a hard knockdown state, meaning they're on the floor for a lot longer than usual. And so that gives you the opportunity to like either run in and like do your best Oki, which is usually close light, or try and like super jump out for a side switch, and then you can put them in the corner if you were in the corner previously, which is very good in this game or any game. Like putting your opponent in the corner is generally a good thing. So yeah, like Brave Counter can like absolutely turn a tide in a match, and is not simply a I don't know how to deal with this pressure, so I give up and won them off me button. If you watch like top level play, you'll see a lot of Brave Counters. They are used constantly. You'll often see matches where players end with only like 1 or 0 bravery points just because they're so useful for that.
I personally find that disgusting, but that's just my bias on the
That's
bravery
just the game, bro. You gotta
That's,
play the
I
game for what it is
know,
rather than what you want it to be. I mean, maybe that'll change in the future, but for now, just use brave counters all the time.
We are on the green station.
Oh, my God. Damn.
Damn.
The Cagliostro player was aware of what's happening.
All right, again into
maybe you do what you want to do, man.
So we're gonna be having a Cagliostro Narmaya gameplay now. We've seen Charlottas and Narmayas mostly now, but the Cagliostro, which I feel is now way stronger of a character compared to the base game.
Yeah, shockingly, there's been a lot of waifu characters on stream. There seems to be a running theme with these beginner brackets.
Really?
Very big fans of cute girls doing cute things in games. A lot of these beginners.
Yeah, definitely doing war crimes on top of that as well. Or we're seeing
some of them are really good characters. Like Cagliostro is considered one of the stronger characters in the game. Doesn't really matter at like a lower level so much, but like she has a lot going on for her, which makes her very good.
Yeah, definitely, and as well, Narmaya is a very, very solid character on top of it too. Like,
have you seen also a good...
Trickeyser pulling people out of the run, you know?
Oh, we got combos. Let's go. We used an ultimate skill at the end there.
Oh, that's punishable. It's basically reversal.
Oh, the jump, the JLs. It seems to be the mare at the beginner level. It seems. Yeah, we see there, for example, like a difference between the JL jumper Charlotte from earlier, where they jumped up, waited to see what the Cagliostro was doing, decided to opt for a JM to get a bit more frame advantage on the jump in that got blocked. Trap was doing the second trap the thing that didn't trigger the first one?
Yes.
Or did it just run out? We're not sure.
The thing is, if
it could have led to a game-winning combo at that point. We had to start 3 BP, so it would have been very strong.
Oh, gets a
nice reaction. Here.
Now, one thing that I've noticed, Yami is really pushing this game forward.
I mean, being aggressive against Kag is always a good idea. Like, she has to spend meter in order to do a reversal, as she just did there, and it's not refundable because it's a reversal.
Also, I've just noticed that Yakuza is doing a lot of dash H's, which are actually punishable on block. I think Narmaya can punish it. Unless you're
hit confirms on the auto combos there. This is like a more like classic style Cagliostro, it feels like, where we're setting traps down, we're pressing close heavy a lot just to keep the other person out.
Chip point.
Bit of a tough spot for the Narmaya here. She blocks one more special, she dies. Fortunately, gets in, does the Setsuna, and the Cagliostro wasn't ready for it, so take the first game. I mean, yeah, it was the first game.
Also, for Yami, I would say that lost a lot of health just by blocking those spears, Alexandrias. You can actually react and spot dodge those.
It's very tough though. I won't really expect it too much.
Well, I find it as a useful skill in general.
And then there's stuff the Cagliostro player can do. For example, like they'll shoot out the rock, then like you try and spot dodge the rock, and then they do the spikes in order to punish your spot dodge of that rock. It's a very awkward matchup. You have to be aware of like a number of things that like sort of like this mid to long range game against Cagliostro. So just blocking a lot of the time, I feel is like perfectly fine if you're like newer to the game.
Goes in the trap here. This is a safe dash H.
Oh, we punished the ultimate skill. Yeah, tried to follow it with a raging strike, but unfortunately didn't land in time. Oh, nice.
Good idea.
Not sure how intentional it was, but it worked out.
Okay, so what's the plan? I just teleport right in the face of the throw. Well, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And that almost
The trap didn't even like burst, but the hitbox came out at least.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's
punishable.
Well, we didn't get the punish, but we got the counter hit.
I don't think it's close heavy punishable with Cagliostro.
On the medium Namaya Rekka, I think it's like very punishable, that one.
It's -8? No.
Yeah.
Somewhere along those lines.
I don't know.
Ooh, plus frames, not as long, but now a good
Nice
anti-air.
anti-air.
Yeah, Yakuza's been probably baffled by the first
I don't think
round.
it's Yakuza, by the way.
Yakuza? Yukaza?
Yukaza.
I have dyslexia, apparently.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought when I looked at him, and it's like, oh, there's a U there and there's an A there.
Yeah,
so.
Yukaza versus Yami.
Yeah. You are not a criminal with a dragon on your back. That's fine.
No, it's fine. Yeah, the Ouroboros is not a dragon.
You got a dragon pet instead of a dragon on your back. There we go.
Ah. But yeah, Yukaza kind of probably was baffled at the first match here, as Yami was pushing a lot of like this very strong layer 1 onto Yukaza, and then Yukaza just slowing down, like having more.
Ooh,
like just slowing down and keeping Yami in control has been doing quite well, I'd say.
I think the biggest thing with Yami is that they seem to be unsure of how to deal with these traps that are being set up, and that's preventing their approaches and causing them to be a bit hesitant. Obviously, like
fine.
a nice reaction. One of the key things to do, I don't think jumping back in these situations is a good idea. If you're against Cagliostro, just like staying on top of it is generally a good idea. Like, you're not going to win the game at a long distance as Namaya against Cagliostro. You're going to win by being in her face and causing problems for her. Oh. So yeah, we've seen this round start teleport a lot of times. So if you're the opponent at that point, you want to be expecting it. So when you just wait for the teleport, press. I don't know, if you're nervous about it, just press like close light and mash into auto combo, and then you can punish it. It's got a fair amount of recovery before she can actually act, so if you react to it, then you should be able to punish it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my god, we're dodging with the U. Oh, that was funny.
Alright, that works. You know, we go into undroppable here.
Oh, we get the throw bit, but we don't get the jumping afterwards, unfortunately. The throws are a bit quicker in this game. So yeah, one thing is that Cagliostro's traps on the floor, you can get rid of them by like hitting them with like a low button. So for most characters, their 2L will get rid of the traps. What characters like 2Us as well, though it's a bit more dangerous given the Cagliostros out there. So what you want to do is like sort of like close the distance, watching out for Cags like far heavy, and then get rid of the traps by doing like a 2L and then going in yourself. Or you can just like, if the trap's just in the middle of nowhere, the Cagliostro's like way far behind it, you can just run over it. Like, it doesn't burst in time for you to punish you for running over it. But that's very dangerous as well. But it's definitely an option you can go for.
It is an option if Cagliostro is very far away from the trap, I say.
But yeah, most of the time you just want to like try and stop them getting the traps out in the first place. If they do get the traps out in the first place, then getting rid of them by like closing the distance and like 2L in them. Just being careful of the Cagliostro coming in themselves.
I'm
not very good against Cagliostro, so my advice isn't the best in the world, but you know.
Same.
That's what people told me to do.
I've been trying to learn how to play against Cagliostro for a bit, so you know. Ooh, catches the 2 managed there with the ultimate.
Yeah, of course the other thing you can do is just like use one of your U skills that manages to go full screen and skips neutral. That's a good way of getting it as well, as we've seen a couple of times with Yami here.
Yay.
Also, like, if you hit Cagliostro, the traps disappear as well. But if she blocks one of your attacks, the traps stay around, so you have to be careful with that.
Okay, so with the trap, you didn't mention like running over them. Did you mention about just 2L and with the air ones just jumping into them and blocking them?
I don't think the air ones are too much of a concern for most characters. Obviously, like, you should be aware of them if the Cagliostro is applying pressure to you, because if they throw you, they can throw you into it, for example. But if you're just in neutral, I don't think you need to worry about them that much. You're better off just trying to get in on the Cagliostro as opposed to getting stressed out about air traps. It's the ground traps that are going to get you. Oh, we tried to punish with like a jump teleport or something there. Didn't work out though.
You don't need to do that. Just press close heavy after the first flip disappears. You'll get a counter.
Yeah, that's one of the difficult things Cagliostro is the shooting of the rock and then you jumping or you spot dodging and then like punishing you with the spike afterwards because of that. It's like a very normal reaction against the fireball, but like a lot of times what you want to do is probably, if you're not ready for it and the rock's coming towards you, just blocking it a lot of the times works out. You can jump forward or something like that, but you can also get caught by the spike if it's like coming out immediately, for example.
Whoosh. Gonna get the maximum damage here. Gonna
double jump to bait the throw, very nice, and there should be a kill there.
Yeah, nice conversion.
Again, we get another like 2-2 situation.
We are having a lot.
Which is surprising. Usually with these beginner intermediate brackets, what you'll see a lot of the time is that like there'll be a lot of free O's because like the skill gap between people is significant. Or like a lot of times like the two players can be of like similar skill level, but one player finds something that's like they can really exploit every single time against the other player, and they'll just keep spamming that. And like it's not really like a showing of like how skillful the two players are, but it's just like one managed to find a solution while the other one didn't.
Like for like an example,
this time it's like
if you don't know how to deal against Lowain's HPA, it's gonna be basically unblockable against you. Right?
Yeah, that's a decent example. But I mean, that hasn't happened in this bracket so far. We just had nothing but 3-2 so far.
True.
I mean, the trap triggered there. It didn't really change anything because we went into Raging Strike anyway. It might have like added like, I don't know, 300, 400 damage to the attack. Oh, that's a nice reaction to the spike. Let's go.
But that's not gonna.
Unfortunately, it's not gonna do a ton of like.
Yeah, it's because
like if you went cinematic there, it would have been a good idea. But like, I don't know. Kind of impressive.
Definitely one of the things to talk about the supers.
Maybe going for like in the U moonflip might have worked out better, but you know, it looks cooler if you do that. So it's a neutral action, I would say.
I don't know if U moonflip is invincible enough to deal with the spear coming out. Like it's not frame 1 invincible compared to super.
I don't know. I don't play this character. I feel like it would have worked. Maybe the fucking U dash would have worked, you know what I mean? Come on.
Right.
Oh no, that's a unique thing that Namai has to worry about with the air traps, I guess, is the U moonflip messing up.
Yep. That's why your ultimate dash is better on that regard, I feel.
Pink Kaggers takes the set 3-2, another very close one.
Just to mention one thing about the supers, because didn't say, if you are capable of getting a super in when you're close and you get into cinematic, always do that. The killing bravery points is very important in this game, I feel.
Because brave count is so good. But nobody's using it, but it's really good, guys, I promise you.
It's not just that, like Raging Strike as well, like not having less health in general, like the effective health because of the bravery points giving you a penalty on. Well, not penalty, damage.
But mainly the BC. BC is so good. Yeah. I don't know. The Narmaya player, I think, struggled to get in against the Cagliostro, which is understandable. She's a very tricky character to maneuver around with the traps and the teleports and the jumping and the UDP and stuff like that, which makes her like a very good character in the first place. I'd say like, I don't know, you be more aggressive in terms of like your 6XL getting in and before the traps are out. And once the traps are out, playing it a little bit more slow, try and get rid of the traps themselves rather than going for like a Hail Mary neutral skip every single time. Might help. But yeah, it was still a very close game. Oh my god, it's Percival versus a better Percival. Let's go.
Alright, so we're gonna
find out if Virum's in chat.
Yeah, Virum in chat. Where are you? Ping Virum? Rare matchup?
Hashtag rare matchup. What do they even say to each other? I don't even know.
Let's put
They're just being nerds. They're just being nerds.
Yeah, they're just being very patriotic and loyal to people.
Oh, your hubris.
Yo.
Classic color.
Oh my god. Alright, that's a line and a half.
Alright, they're just gonna compare. They're just gonna compare sizes. Whatever. Let's go.
I mean, technically one already wins. Alright, gonna get the big little combo there. Could have gotten the 2 I think from that range as well, just to get a small conversion.
Oh, nice little interruption on the wrecker there. Unfortunately, we don't get a ton out of it, but we're back in again. Oh, the U-slam, which is unblockable. So
Neutral.
Good idea to interrupt that.
Right, so where do we start?
It's very bitty at the moment. There's trading small blows here and there, just going back and forth, interrupting each other's attacks. Could be able to. Oh no! Please no! All right, good. Thank God. We don't need to clip this. We don't need to clip this and send it to Viren. That's fine.
No. It's work. It's work, guys. Oh, get punished. I like that reaction from Air Sword. This is pretty good.
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
Fire heavy, beating the fireball round. I don't think a fireball round start's probably a good option for Percival. I think he'd be better suited, like, doing some other options, maybe like, if they want to go for an aggressive option like that, they can go for like a far heavier round start that probably reaches.
Or just walk back and then look what your
walk back,
opponent
get
is doing.
stalked. 6XL is always the best round start in the game. You can always go for that.
Alright, gonna get into Uwe.
Yeah, it's gonna lead to a big combo.
I don't know how, like, going for that.
Nah, that's you absolutely go for that every single time.
But that could have been better. Like, you could spend the Raging Strike before it just as a filler, because you're gonna
you can do the Rage. I mean, yeah, you want to do it because the SBA refunds are a bravery point. Then doing the Raging Strike to extend your combo and do a bit more damage is generally a good idea. Spending the SBA there, though, that's like always the correct thing to do in terms. Even if you like, you can have the Raging Strike, but then you do the SBA afterwards. Is basically what you should be doing.
It's a lot of damage.
Big slam. You can on the counter hit that can lead to a combo. So if you're a Siegfried player, be aware of that. Obviously, this Siegfried player is very aware of the fact that doing the heavy fireball and then running in after it is a very strong option. It's probably one of his best. Oh, is this gonna work?
Yes, it does, and it goes like animation.
There's a small possibility of the Percival being too high in the air and the Siegfried just going as
No.
But yeah, we're still both close. Oh!
Anti-air SBA?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, we're returning the favor here.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't need to do it there, but if in that situation you can hold the SSBA and do a bit more damage before going into the cinematic. But obviously, like, the health was low there, so, you know, saving everyone time, just going straight into it, that's fine.
Shall we begin?
Saving time, huh? We're optimizing that, huh?
It's the pure innocent Fitizen versus the corrupted dark Fitizen.
Who do you think wins? Dark Fitizen or Fitizen?
I mean, Dark Fitizen's got like 2-3 years on the innocent, naive Fitizen who wants to play his favorite character instead of just playing the strongest character in the game. This should be a kill here. Oh, we missed out on the conversion, but we got the throw afterwards, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, what it was, like, close light, close medium, 5U, close medium, 5U? Or some bullshit like that?
I don't play Siegfried, I don't know. I know it do combo, that's all I know. Yeah, we got that's the thing. One of the things with the Wrecker is that if you mash after the first instance every single time, the parry follow-up can catch you. Doesn't do a ton of damage though, although they can still do like Oki afterwards, which is very good for Siegfried because his Oki's very good. Oh, he absorbs the DP, still manages to punish afterwards.
Oh my god.
And they got the command grab in case you don't press anything after the first Wrecker. Very strong character here.
Yeah, we got the wake up.
But now that's a situation where you probably want to hold the SSBA before actually going into it, just to get more damage off.
Right now, 2 bravery crystals are gone now. You're gonna get that increased damage.
We're both 2 hits, are both 1 throw away from dying now. Yeah, that should be it. Nice.
Nice comeback.
Yeah, the power of the crystals.
20% increased damage. Points. Didn't get the full conversion.
One thing with Siegfried as well is like, don't be afraid just to send like the hitched fireball out. Like, you don't need to be saving it with the L and M versions. Those 2 versions do have their usages here and there, but like the vast majority of the time, just like if you're at a distance, just send the hitched fireball and run after it. It'll stop the jump-ins that are coming after you. Like, the person wouldn't have jumped over the L fireball that you just saw there, for example. Don't get the cinematic this time, but we do get a decent amount of damage. Ooh!
Oh, goes to super again, and this time you
Oh,
can't spot
again,
that.
just hold it. I mean, the spot
Yeah.
dodge happened there, which is
You need
interesting.
to
but-
roll it or just. But that wasn't the corner, so probably not the case with Percival.
But yeah, we're really swinging at each other. It's just like trading blows constantly, which is kind of what you'd expect from these two characters, really. They are operating from a bit of a further distance than the rest of the cast. So, oh, we got a brave counter. Brave counter spotted. Let's go.
Whoa! And Brave coming back because you got
we've taught the
reminded.
other person about brave. Oh my god, I love this. This is amazing.
This is great. We're playing Brave counter game but right
We're
now.
playing Rising.
We're playing Brave counter game.
Yeah,
When-
I mean, in terms of the Siegfried's brave counters there, I don't know, like doing 2 in a row mid-screen when you are not in much danger. Maybe not the best idea, but I mean, it's definitely defensible. But if you're in the corner like the Percival was there, like what you want to be doing is just blocking them brave counters to get rid of them. Especially when you're on 2 left and you're on low health, like the extra damage isn't going to matter regardless. So you may as well use it.
Like I could just append to the idea of like you using the Brave counter, maybe even using Raging Strike or like that. As one great player said to me,
Is it
and this
me?
player is next to him to me, is that what's the point if you're dying with 3 Brave points? Like at least spend.
I mean, I
one
think like everyone said that at some point. Like if you've got bravery points and you're on low health, there's absolutely 0 reason not to spend them.
Oh,
Like going for a DP there, like what do you get out of that? You get like a small amount of damage, and then you get sent back to neutral, and it's much more dangerous as if it got blocked as it did there, for example. Was that 3-1?
No, that was 2-1.
Someone
There's
might
one?
be switching
Oh
character.
my
Oh, going to your.
God.
Oh man.
So we're gonna go.
Jerem, look away. But yeah, like I was
No.
saying, let me just finish my thought on that. It's just
Go on.
basically, like the brave counter is a lot less risky. It even does a little bit of damage when you hit it, and basically gives you the same benefits of that EXDP there without any of the risk. So there's no reason to go for EXDP there as opposed to blocking and then brave countering. Like the only reason would be to do that is if you expected them to like run in and throw, for example. But they were at far distance. They were like pressing buttons a lot. So just brave counter basically.
Brave counter is just a strong tool, sir. Okay, that's gonna be punished. Actually, goes into low on Arashi. EXDP.
We do a little bit of knowledge checking with the backflip. You'll backflip is a very strong option just generally, but also if the person doesn't know what to do against it, you can use it like all the time. And it leads like there. It should lead into a combo. Unfortunately, we missed the conversion.
Punish. Here we go.
Yeah, if the opponent blocks the low, then it's punishable.
By a lot, actually.
Yeah, and there isn't really like a follow-up that Yule does, which is like an overhead option.
got
So
him.
blocking low when they backflip, if you don't know like how to counter it specifically, is a like decent option against it.
Yeah, lots of flips happening around here from
Yeah,
their
I
sword.
mean, it's worked pretty well. Unfortunately, we're going to lead to death here because we didn't want to block.
Blocking? But jokes aside, one thing I usually like to say to people is that in fighting
small combo.
games, blocking most of the time doesn't kill you. If it does, that means that opponents are committing to some sort of option to open you up. It's a very simple logic to go through. Yeesh. Okay, gets the
Nice
back
defensive
row
throw.
Yeah.
Will he fuck Ara's vision? There we go. This is the kind of gameplay that fuck Ara wants. Let's go. Alright, combo. I think he missed it, unfortunately.
Double
We would have
hit
won
to
a couple
you.
games by now if we managed to get those backflip conversions.
Another
Oh, this should be
DP,
death.
Jesus Christ.
No, we messed up the SBA. This.
Wait, all up. Okay.
No, it's an SSBA. Don't worry, bro.
It's just an SSB. Restore the damage. This should kill her, by the way. Bam. Ice Lightning.
Should kill.
The thing is, if you block, you get to press more buttons.
No, you don't. I mean,
You
if you're
do.
blocking, you press BC and then you get to press more buttons. That's the actual logic. If you're just blocking, then you don't get to press more buttons.
God damn it.
And his defensive throws working out. The Siegfried probably wants to like actually get it. Oh, we keep missing the conversions on those flips. It's so unfortunate.
Another one? Okay. I feel that the
They'd be in a much stronger
that...
position if they managed to convert off this.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunate.
Okay, so
we messed up our conversion, and then the opponent does the SSBA in response. Let's go.
Messed up twice actually. Like missing that close dash light into close M link, which Seek has. It's really really good. What?
Oh, nice stall by the Yule there. Nice. We're still in the game. We're still playing. Yeah, Wake Up Fireball's going to work out, unfortunately. Yeah, the Yule switch working out this time. But from a bad character according to the tier lists to a decent character according to the tier list. But no, Percival's good. Yeah. It's just pretty difficult to get to actually grasp. Oh God! We missed that conversion there. It's another thing. Like, it's another thing at the beginning intermediate level as well, is that like people will mess up their combos a few times, and there we go, got the combo. Yay, let's go. Yay. People miss their combos a lot of times, so like mashing DP when they're attacking or mashing SSB ends up working a lot of times. Oh, I tried to roll it. That's interesting. We didn't get a cinematic there, so I guess that worked out slightly.
That works. Like not that much damage. Whoa!
The worst SBA in the game? Question mark?
Question mark? Oh my God!
She was literally in front of him, and he just missed.
And the counter.
This is why Fazen's switching to Nair, by the way.
Because that reversal.
This would never happen to Nair.
Ah, I see.
Oh no, he's switching because of PS5. I don't even know.
It makes sense as well.
He's like, trying it out. That's the thing. I expected a DP at some point.
Well, like one thing to add to the combos that you said, like I will repeat again, combos are probably the simplest part of the fighting game. So with just enough diligence and like probably daily 10-15 minute like drill, and by playing games, being mindful about the combos, you'll get them down in no time.
I think the thing is with a lot of people is like they're good trainer mode and they can like do the combos pretty well.
Confirming them.
It's just that in the middle of the match they're not used to like executing as well, which like actually just like doing the combo, like going to the trainer mode, doing the combo like 50 times can help with your muscle memory. But like yeah, getting used to the situation is also a thing, which identifying a situation where you're doing a combo and then continuing it. But yeah, again, another 3-2. We have nothing but 3-2 so far, shockingly enough. Another close set. We saw a switch of character as well, from Percival to Yule. I think the Yule was like working pretty well. It was a bit more knowledge checky as opposed to trying to play like solid. There was a lot of back.
And the Rashis were doing a lot of work.
Yeah, like if your opponent can't deal with it, then, you know, just go for it. Like knowledge check the heck out of them. Like you don't have to play solid like all of the time. Like if you watch good players in like the first few rounds of brackets, what they end up doing a lot of times is just finding the thing that the opponent can't deal with and just doing it over and over and over again.
Like your wake up full heavies.
I mean, everyone knows how to deal with that. It's just a better mash than the light mash is the thing.
I see.
But yeah, what was I saying?
About very strong layer 1.
But I mean, if the knowledge checks work out, you can do the knowledge checks. That's completely fine. The biggest thing is probably just like if you like whiff a button against like someone who's very aggressively like mashing reversals, or if you like do an attack and then you don't get the follow up, the better idea, instead of trying to like make up for your mess up, it might be just to like sit there and block. So say you got that far light at the end there, which the Siegfried did, and it didn't lead to anything, and then you go for another far light just because like you're mashing the button and you didn't get the reversal. Like playing a lot more calm in those situations might be a better idea as opposed to just mashing out, I guess. I don't know. I had a point here. I didn't get to that point, so I just kind of like spoke and kept speaking, but I think that my point kind of came across there.
It's there, and people can watch the VOD for
it was a good set. It was 3-2. It's not much. I don't need to laugh at it. It was a good time.
But anyways, while we're waiting for our next set of players for the next round here, this is Do the Rat right now.
Hey, sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I need to click on the game. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh no, wait.
One thing that I would like to
controls
remind
stopped
to
working.
everybody is that we're not talking like a lot about the games that are happening in front of us. But if you have any questions that are important for you to ask, and we do read the chat and
Oh, I
whatnot.
can't show you. The wall quote is still over here. Yeah, I'm on Seahawks at the moment. Because
For
I was on
fuck's sake.
Uno previously, but that gave me the dirty S rank plate. And you want to look like a cool master when you're giving people advice. So I switched to the Seahawks. You know what I mean?
So while they're gonna go into the play, what moves from Yule are punishable, and what should I be looking out for? Far medium is punishable if it's not cancelled. The backflip low is punishable if it's not EX. If it's EX, it's punishable by throw, but it depends on the spacing. The dash special that she has, like Starlit Sky, it's the name. The spike, I guess I can call it. The EX1 is punishable and the M1 is punishable. And what you're looking out for against Yules is mostly her very forward moving normals and how she approaches, in a sense. For
I think
Hanarashi,
the biggest thing in that set was the backflip into the low. If you block the low, that's punishable every single time. So just block it
but
when
if
that
they
happens.
start mixing them up,
No, but I mean, like,
highest
we're talking specifically about the set that we saw.
Yeah.
Like, you can do a complete treatise on how to approach the Yule matchup and speak forever. But like, if you talk specifically about the set that you saw, that's mainly what you want to be talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, to finish if there are like questions, we do answer them when we have free time. But now we have a set here, the Vol Q versus Sirius Bacon, and it's gonna be our first Lowain here.
Lowain, commonly known as a bit of a like beginner intermediate killer. He's also a lot better in this game, so even at like a top level, he can perform very well.
Oh, Mario Party.
Here's one of the knowledge checks that Lowain's very well known for. We'll see how you'll deal with it. So the lava flame,
no.
you need to spot dodge the lava flame. You can't block it.
Oh no.
That's the main thing. Like, if you don't know what you're doing at all, like, the one thing you can do against Lowain's is just hold down back and then wait to see the flame carpet. And when the flame carpet comes, spot dodge. Against the better Lowain's, they can punish that. But most of the time, you'll escape with like a little bit of chip damage. If you try and do too much without like actually having practiced against it, then you're just going to get hit a lot of time. So that's probably the best place to start against Lowain. Then later on, you can start talking about like trying to spot dodge the lightning or trying to like move forward so you don't get like in a situation where the flame carpet is unblockable.
Jumping into air bubbles, in a sense, blocking them to land quickly. Yeah, it is important because now if you jump the air bubbles, the spikes are air unblockable. So it's better to block them than jump over.
No, it's just like inside baseball a bit more, but like waiting for the orbs to come close to you, then jump blocking into them is like probably the best thing to do to avoid like being put into bad situations where it's tough to deal with it. But you know, if you're a beginner, you're not used to Lowain, just spot dodge the flame carpet, block everything else is like a fine option. Unless you're on ship point, then good luck.
Good luck, yeah. And Sirius takes the first match here, out maneuvering the walls.
Despite the SSBA, we managed to pull it back, so that's very good there. If you want to like actually learn how to deal with like Lowain's stuff properly, it's a good idea to ask ask on like Discord, like how do I deal with Lowain, and be given a video on how to deal with it. It's a bit outdated now because it's slightly different than it was before, but
that video is still good. It teaches most of the basics of the Mario Party. And with other like knowledge checks, I would like to recommend one thing that's really good in that came with Rising. In the training room, you can actually find specific anti-character trainings, and Lowain has some of them as well.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, so going through those, if Lowain is a problem for you, it might help you in the long run.
Yeah, I don't really know about those, but like, yeah, there's
it has
a
to
lot more
engage.
resources in the game itself in terms of like, here's some character specific stuff that you can counter against this character. So I imagine Luane's stuff is to deal with his SBA and his SSBA because
It's
they're the biggest
SBA
voice checks for him.
and parry.
Doesn't do the SSBA?
I don't remember if there was an SB. I remember
That's
SBA
funny.
being.
But yeah, at a higher level, the super that you'll see from Luane a lot more often is the HBA because it's a little harder to deal with when you know what to do against it.
Ooh. Box.
But definitely at a lower level, like using the SBA and the SSBA works very well for Luane. So it's definitely something you have to practice as a person going against him. But we talked about that a lot. The Yul is dominating this matchup despite the fact that we're trying to like talk about all the anti-Luane stuff. So I don't know if you got any advice for the Luane player here when it comes to dealing with this Yul. He's playing very solidly at the moment.
Parry the cancels. Honestly. Like, Sirius is getting away with a lot of Fox Flames. And with the stance, you need to look at how the Yule goes into the stance. And if the cancels from a button into stance, they're usually punishable by the lows.
Oh, can you get a combo here?
Combo.
I'd say the biggest thing is like when they do get knocked down Luane, like they'll do unsafe stuff against the other character. Like they'll do jumps which can be DP'd, they'll run in and do attacks which get DP'd as well. So like tidying up their own offense a bit more so that like say when they do like the two bros or something like that, I mean you'll just went straight through them there, but when they come in on block you want to like just do something a lot safer, like just running in and like throwing or running in and doing 6XL rather than trying to jump in after the bros have already gone past.
Yule, when she's in stance, like there's an orange circle appears when she goes into the stance. The backflip is plus on block. You have to block afterwards the pressure. Or the counterplay is mashing out before the flip kicks hits you. Nice, gets an HP combo here, gets away. Bros are just gonna get sent out.
We missed the cross up, and this is gonna lead to big damage here.
Yep. Unfortunately, combo limit it happens, and a big counter hit.
Yeah, I think another thing for Luane as well is Luane has some very good ultimate skills, namely the 236U. Or the Bros ultimate bone wheel, as it's colloquially known.
Bone wheel.
It's a very good way to get in and apply pressure, and also just like countering anything your opponent does at a range as well. So it's a very good move to use. I'd also say like when you're in trouble, like you were a number of times there, just going into SBA or SSBA as a like wake up option is like good as well. I would also say like use BC more, do more 6XLs. You don't jump in as much. Use more 6XLs instead. The standard Rising advice as it is at this point.
I'm waiting for a
perform a lot
flowchart
better at that point.
The standard Rising.
I mean, we've seen one round where people BC'd, and like the rest of the time no one's BCing, and BC is a really really good option that everyone should use in this current version of the game.
Alright, yeah, with that we're done, and now we're gonna go into our next match. This was the first 3-0, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes happens. This your player was very clearly quite a good, solid player. They were applying pressure. At a reasonable clip. They clearly knew what they wanted to do when it came to like getting the opponent to press buttons and attack into them. Also countering them with the back slides and stuff like that. I'd say the thing for the Yule obviously is to work out how to deal with Luane's SBA and SSBA, and that was the only real criticism I had for them. I mean, yeah, you dropping combos, you know, everyone's doing that. It's fine.
It will even itself out with time if you play it and you be mindful about the combos, and that's just about it.
Yeah, I'd say you drop less combos than other people in this tournament so far, so it's looking good.
All right, more Charlotta and you.
Yeah,
I think you're on to something.
There's definitely something to the fact that people keep picking these cute girl characters, as you might refer to them.
Wait, how else would you refer to them?
Toxic rats, yippers.
Okay, let's not
get these yippers out of my country.
La creaturas, right?
could say Kumas. I could say that, but you know, that's the implication of it. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think most Charlotte players just think she's like a cute warrior type, and they like her because of that. It's not necessarily like just Kumas and stuff like that.
I ain't Charlotte's not a bad guy.
But there's definitely a Kuma contingent with a lot of these characters, especially Yule. No, especially Yule. Like, a lot of Yule players are kind of like whatever about that,
command grab.
The Narmaya players, that's the ones you gotta worry about.
Hey, they got even more.
I didn't say Le Kurichu or whatever the fuck, because I can't pronounce it. Obviously, that's why I don't say it. But who says that anymore? It's literally just Toast and like Araya, isn't it?
I mean, this is the first time I used it in Rising.
Check the tapes. Check the tapes. Yeah, one thing for the Charlotte here is if you're going to DP, use the EX DPs. Or the UDPs if you want a hard knockdown. Rushdown characters in the game.
I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by Saki.
Rushdown characters are slop though, that's the thing.
Anyways, these two are lovely young ladies, honest, hard-working, rushdown characters in the game of slop.
Yeah, the demon flip for Charlotte is a bit of a knowledge check. So, if you can react to the demon flip, the best thing you can do is just DP it, and it'll beat pretty much every option he's going to do. If you don't, the thing is that if you're standing, she can go into the demon flip grab. We call it demon flip just because it's very similar to Akuma's demon flip move. And then that can lead to a big combo after that. The L version kind of just like makes a plus when she lands in, depending on what version it does and the height it happens at. I mean, the SBA is like, if it doesn't hit, then it's basically impossible to punish at that point. So the best thing to do as a standard reaction to the demon flip is just to block low. If they go for the overhead, it's a small amount of damage and they get OK, but it's way better than the other options.
Well, are you talking when the demon flip comes from the neutral, or are you talking when the as an OK option?
I mean, on pressure.
On pressure, okay. Well,
like here, for example. Like, if you're blocking low there, you don't get... Like, she could have gone into a big combo there, they missed it, unfortunately, but, like, it's much better just to block low in those situations. And that's the thing as well, because it's an airborne attack, your natural instinct is to stand up and block it, like you would like a jump in or something like that. But the better reaction is just to block low.
Ooh, punishes the stand sentry there.
I mean, yeah, like, the overhead is also punishable on hit now, so... I mean, punishable on block. Is it punishable on hit? I don't think it's punishable on hit. It's not punishable on hit, definitely, because you get knocked down. What we're talking about. Anyway, if you block the overhead, then that's punishable. So the Charlotte is a lot less likely to go for it. I'm too busy ranting. I'm sorry, Saki.
All right, we're seeing a character switch here from the.
So that's what I'm saying is block low against demon flip. That's my advice.
Nice. I would like to, no! Wait, Saki, is this still a very terrible matchup for Fairy?
No, it's free for Fairy. This is Fairy's favorite matchup now.
No, Jesus Christ, no. The issue here.
Talking about Fairy, it doesn't matter about the matchup. It's about being able to utilize the strengths of the characters. So Fairy is able to keep Charlotte at bay with a long distance whip, which can be a bit of a pain to actually deal with. Especially if you're like using the horizontal distance a lot of the time. But once Charlotte gets in, she gets to do a rushdown, that kind of thing. Also, Fairy has a little bit of trouble dealing with Charlotte's jump attacks, which are a lot quicker than other characters. Again, this should lead to a combo, it doesn't lead to one, unfortunately. But yeah, you need...
Strobler is having a bit trouble just by blocking on wake up, not really respecting.
Yeah. I mean, the demon flip has a lot of startup, so like being ready with the XDP is definitely a legitimate option. But now we're getting damage thanks to GG. GG is controlling the airspace. That's one way Fairy can like kind of close it down a little bit. And there's the DP in response to the demon flip. There we go. Nice.
Oh my god. Alright, tries to go for a neutral demon flip, just get jumped out. GG. Hits.
Yeah.
Gets a counter in DP, which could
We with the throw, so Ferry's going to be able to set up a GG here and like apply a bit more pressure. Oh. Yeah, so when you block Ferry's normals, a lot of the time she will go into a whip grab or something like that just to apply more pressure. So if you press a button in between there, it's a bit of a frame trap, and you'll get punished for it. So you can roll preemptively, but a lot of times just blocking is probably the best idea until like the actual whip grab does come out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, this very match is going a lot better despite like what you've done previously, because we're preventing the Charlotta just getting in for free because we're controlling the airspace with GG. We've got our DP to lock her down if she gets further in, and we control the ground with the whip attacks as well. So we see that's working a lot better.
Shall we begin? Battle.
I'd say with the Charlotta, being a bit more patient with their approach. Like, they don't need to get in immediately, although if they can, like they just did there, it's going to lead to a big damage.
Yeah. Ooh, big counter
and just
hit,
like slowly pushing the Ferry towards the corner, where it becomes a lot more difficult for her to keep Charlotta out, is a good idea.
Another command grab, block low.
So yeah, at this point it's very tough for Ferry. Like, I think she tried moving for a DP. That we could have comboed further there.
Yeah.
We just weren't ready for it because we were trying to get the DP out. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble with the Charlotta now, but there is a big life deficit, so Charlotte only has to get one hit in at this point. But keeping the GG out there keeps her from doing stuff. I would suggest for the Charlotte just to try and block it out a bit more.
Just elbow here.
Oh, we managed to get just under the GG there, fortunately, and get that last hit in.
Battle 2. Begin.
Oh boy. Alright, one thing that I've noticed that Funyarpa is very impatient in general. Not waiting.
After the L wrecker from Charlotte with the little sword swipes there, she's minus, so you can press after that.
The M and H ones are plus, but yeah, wanted to say Funyarpa
so yeah, if you see the wrecker and it ends really quickly, you can take your turn back at that point.
Kinda impatient today, I'd say. Oh, does not punish.
Ferry has a bit of an easier time punishing that one, but it's still a bit awkward.
It is awkward. Goes for the random throw.
We cancelled into the way this should be the death at this point.
Yep. One thing is that usually if there's a clash against Ferry, you win the clashes.
Yeah, Ferry has slower buttons, especially if it's an air clash. If it's a ground clash, then they have the same opportunity to throw as everyone else, but buttons are not as fast as other characters.
Clash with 4 buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the switch worked out pretty well, but then the Charlotte player managed to adapt, managed to get in a lot easier, use the combination of jumping and using 6XL in order to close the distance, and managed to take the win because of that. But yeah, I'd say both players could afford to be a bit more patient on defense. If you're against the Ferry player and the GG's on top of you and the Ferry's far away, just like blocking is probably your best answer there, because the Ferry's going to try and expect you to try and get out of the situation, because it is a bad situation to be in. But if you do, you end up taking a lot of damage. So just blocking at times is probably the best idea. Sometimes you have to block the 50-50, which Ferry's known for, where she can go for an instant overhead high or to go for a low, and you can't really react to either of them. It's kind of a guess at that point. And in that situation, you just got to block as well. Like trying to go for other actions will often lead to you dying, because the setups that Ferry players learn ends up like beating certain DPs, beating certain attacks, unless they go for a certain option. So yeah, it's tough. It
is definitely tough, but it was still a good game here. Good job there for Niempa taking 3-1 over Strobler. And Strobler, the thing is, Strobler played Yule at the start, but then afterwards he switched to Ferry, right? Yeah, switch worked out, but I do believe sticking with one character throughout, so we could give more concise advice, would be helpful for us as well.
I don't know. I use a lot of general FGC terminology rather than Granblue specific terminology, which can be a bit frustrating for people who aren't familiar with that. So if you got if you don't understand something I said or something Aright said, because Aright will do it as well, feel free to ask in chat. As Samu VA did. Lobster answered the question there, but I'll try and get back to it at some point.
chat is always there. Like we usually address the chat like during these kind of times where we're waiting for our players to come in here. So, hey, we're here. Just asking anything, anytime. And yeah, while we're having Scoopister here with Ladiva, it's gonna be fun.
Diva, well, like a lot of people would put her as a weaker character in this game, she's definitely very strong at an intermediate level, just because of the nature of grapplers causing panic. Because you can't just block out like grapplers; they got their command grabs, which allow them to just like grab you and attack you. And then the grappler player is also aware of that at that point as well. So they'll be looking for you to panic in those situations, leading to even more damage because of that. What is my go-to Boba order?
God damn it!
I don't get Boba very often, to be honest. I do like the tapioca balls and some milk-based drink as opposed to the fruit ones. Just like more traditional.
Yes, and so we're gonna go into Scoopister versus Menace. I haven't seen Scoopister for a while playing Granblue Rising. But now, hey, play gaming in the beginner bracket against Menace.
The fruit boba tea is like definitely the safer option. But if you know you're like fine with milk-based drinks and like tapioca as well, then it's pretty good to go for.
You're still on the boba tea.
This is a nice Ladiva costume.
All right.
The black and red heel Ladiva. She's joined the NWO.
All right. So both these players are known in the community. Menace has been playing a lot, well, not playing, talking a lot in HBA, and Scoopister's been around.
That's the thing you got to worry about specifically with Ladiva.
Yeah, that's punishable again.
Yeah, you have to be a lot more careful with because her command grab goes like a lot further distance than the actual throws themselves. So she's able to punish like Yule's far medium in situations where a lot of characters will only be able to get like a 2M or something like that in those situations.
Hey, you want to cancel your far regardless. Oh, gets the damage. This is an unblockable hit. Tries to go for Lariat.
Yeah. Scoopster also should be aware of the backflip. Like, might not have it. Like, the Diva's way of dealing with the backflip might be more difficult than other characters. So, just like when you've seen it blocking low. Yeah, blocking that U Lariat standing puts you in a guard crush situation. I think he ended up hitting there at that point, so that's fine. So, if it's coming towards you, like, spot dodging it is the best thing, but if you can't, blocking low is the better option.
That's right.
We're throwing to throw the Rising Classic. Got the headbutt reversal. We've got a Ladiva now has a reversal.
It works as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think Ladiva is very reliant on meter in this game as well, so you don't see the reversal very often. A lot of times, like Ladiva players, instead of using the U headbutt, they'd usually prefer to use like a BC or something instead. Because they're able to get like a decent amount of damage mid-screen a lot of the time as well, so they not really as reliant on like raging strike conversions mid-combo.
Yes,
yeah, this should lead to death. Yeah, we got a raging strike into the it's fine, we jabbed. It's fine.
All right, one thing. This is very important. I'm gonna just say it right now, Menace. You should use just L Starlit Sky as a cancel, not M1. I know that far M into M Scarlet Sky.
I think Ladiva can still punish that.
No, it's -3. The thing is, you're still you're in that strike for a throw position, but you're not punished then. It's better than getting punished for not canceling the options.
Yeah, if you block the H follow-up, which is the big circular thing that she just did, she's plus at that point.
Again,
on
this
the H version.
Oh my god, Scoopister punish. Like, the M Starlit Sky is like what?
Yeah, see, it's a guard crush that they get, and then they get a strike throw situation after that point if you block that stand in. You can interrupt it with an attack. Sometimes you might get hit out of the attack. I think you're just doing like far medium response to it. Nah, probably not, because of the slowdown.
Yeah. Oosh.
But yeah, here's the big damage. I mean, big-ish damage that Ladiva can do just off like mid-screen conversions, which is nice.
Another jump.
Yeah, it's gonna work eventually. Yeah. I think I mean, that would have worked against like maybe the low follow-up, so that'd been pretty funny. But again, better off just like blocking in those situations. I'd also say like as a reversal, like maybe using like, it depends on the distancing. So I don't mind going for like the L command grab too often actually. But if you're able to punish with like a H command grab or a U command grab, that can do a lot more damage.
They really buffed the auto combo into Fox.
Like, see, for example, the L command grab there didn't do too much damage. And like in that situation there, for example, she was close enough where she could do like a heavy or a medium, which would have done a lot more damage. Well, a decent amount more damage with the M version at least, I think. I think that might have been a heavier version there. I can't remember. I can't differentiate. It goes slightly higher on the M version of the command grab. And that's how you tell the difference between them.
I mean, you only see it afterwards. I usually tend to not think about the LM versions, just know that the range where the command throw comes in.
Well, the different command grabs have different ranges.
Yeah, and
so that's why I'm differentiating between them at the moment. God, the fans. Fans come with the obnoxious sound effects. We get an anti-air close light. Let's go.
So,
we get a combo here. So yeah, if that U Lariat actually ends up hitting, then you get a combo of it, which is really nice. But you also get, if they end up stand blocking it, you also get like a guard crush hitting and also a knockdown, which is also very nice. So it's a very good move for Ladiva. Doesn't have any armor or anything like that, so if you're like, oh my god. Another strong thing for Ladiva is that with the no motion supers now, she can just press button and do the reversal SBA command grab. And if you're still grounded when the flash is finished, then there's nothing you can do about it, basically.
Right,
something definitely to be aware of if like Ladiva's got super is if you're stood next to her, like at any point she can just do a SBA and kill you because of that. Or the SSBA, which is a command grab as well.
Alright, Menace.
That's punishable.
Getting thrown again. That wasn't even punishable. That's the second hit of auto combo.
That was the third hit of auto combo into nothing.
And it's what, -4? Okay.
But again, -4 in Ladiva's face is like exactly where Ladiva wants you.
With what?
What?
With what?
Well, if you're -4 in Ladiva's face, then you can either command grab you or attack you. And like if you get the command grab, then if you're not jumping, then you're getting hit. Or if you're not mashing, then you get at that point getting hit. Like even a mash, like it depends on like how fast the mash is. And if it's a far button distance, it's just gonna command grabbed.
I would say that the more important factor is not punishable, it's just putting yourself in a very bad situation.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about being punishable.
He did mention it as being punishable.
No, I know, like, it doesn't matter.
This is the reason why I asked the questions.
Went for the chop, and then the DP, and then punished it. Again, like, you could have got a much better punish. Like, if you're Ladiva and you're in a big, like, a DP punish situation, like, you do way more damage off attacks than you do the command grab itself. Like, Scoopster probably, like, enjoys getting the command grab off, and that's why they're going for it so much. And also, Menace is having trouble dealing with it, so that's fair enough as well. But if you're in a punish situation with Ladiva, you want to go for the combos instead of the command grabs usually.
Ooh, walking out. Again, a
right.
lot of those M Starlit Skies. Like, just using L1 would change so much for Menace.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The Laureate whiffed somehow, but then we punished it anyway because we're right in her face and she's flipping back at us. Very nice.
2-1. Holy shit.
No, I said punish previously. I didn't say punish in regard to that. I said being -4 in front of Ladiva is a bad thing, and I was explaining why.
Menace changing the character, probably losing those 2 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, like the Yule, Menace has been like putting themselves in bad spots by being minus in Ladiva's face, or even punishable in Ladiva's face in some circumstances. To get around getting command grabbed all the time, changing to Fairy is a very good option. Fairy Ladiva, historically, a very good matchup for Fairy because Ladiva struggles to be able to get in, and Fairy's able to keep her out with her long distance attacks.
Yep. Or
Ladiva has a few options to deal with it. A bit more
Lariat.
like the U Lariat's very good. If you manage to be able to get the Fairy to stop like attacking you constantly, or you like roll one of her whip grabs, and then they're not likely to press after that because they're going to be hugely minus, and therefore you can get in at that point. But yeah, we see Ladiva in here. Could have gone into a big combo, but instead we went into the auto combo overhead. And again, like, yeah, there's a situation where the U Lariat's really good. Like, if you see the Fairy player go for a GG on reaction, you can punish that with the U Lariat.
Oh my god, ultimate.
There we go. Finally see the U command grab. You see how much more damage it does than the L command grab, but that's why it's a really good option. You also get a 25% meter refund as well on hit.
It's kind of funny how the ultimates work on Ladiva.
It also looks cool.
Yeah, you just go into Stratosphere for a dunk.
So yeah, the Ladiva player here playing very patiently because obviously it's tough. Probably wants to try and pressure the Fairy more by walking forward as opposed to back and forth. But honestly, they were just there building meter until the point they get the U Lariat and then use it immediately and get in. And now Fairy's in a bad spot again.
Honestly, if Menace used
BC, nice thing.
Like,
good time to use it.
The ultimate Lariat does not have any armor. It is interruptible. Just knowing how to deal with it like that is important.
Well, no, because you're a Fairy player, so a lot of times you're going to be pressing a lot of like buttons in that situation. And if you say like roll a whip grab, then the Fairy player is reticent at that point to press more buttons because they're massively minus. So if the Ladiva goes for a jump or something like that, they'll get punished heavily because of that. And in those situations, it becomes a lot easier to actually get the U Lariat off. Just because the Fairy isn't pressing buttons. And then if the Fairy player is like doing GGs to control its aerial space, that's another situation where it's good as well. So just something not having armor is not like the only reason not to use it. Just being able to get across the screen as fast as possible is like really strong for Ladiva.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I just want to say that Menace really didn't play a lot that game against the Lariats because
I mean, it was going well until the Ladiva got in, and they had a bad time. They did the traditional beginner intermediate thing where you panic about the fact that the grappler is in your face, and it happens to everyone. Everyone experiences it. Ladiva's very strong at like a intermediate level just because of that. But learning what to do in those situations and being more calm and patient and understanding your options, that's when Ladiva gets a bit weaker.
All right.
Well, so if she never gets in the first place, then they can't hurt you. So you can also do that.
We can do that, yes. So we're gonna be having Howl versus Alunkali. We've already seen Alunkali, and I think we've seen Howl as well.
I don't remember the red and white Yule. Although they all kind of blend together for me.
There was a white.
They all look the same to me.
What do you mean?
These Yule players, they all play the same. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be having another Charlotta versus Yule gameplay here, and it's mostly the same. Two rush down characters pit at each other. Nice combo. No, combo limit.
If we went for you, Higurashi, then it would have killed.
Higurashi?
Or if we just went into Raging Strike into basketball combo where you just bounce them off the floor repeatedly with the same Raging Strike, that would have worked as well.
Howl's doing pretty okay now. I like
yeah.
You need to use lows to deal against them.
Yeah, if you're in a parry stance, then you can only hit her low when she's not when she's not attacking, or you hit her with a projectile.
But
that also beats it. Yeah, no, I mean, as a general thing, because there's 50 other people watching this, and it's not just Howl looking back on it.
Well,
but yeah, if Yule's attacking during the stances, then you can hit her out of it. So like a DP will hit her out of it if she's attacking during it. If she loses the parry properties once she actually commits to something.
Yep, all this punishable. No punish there from Alun. Plus on block, and to Fox, plus frames ensuing. pairing the DP as well.
Yeah, Charlotte DP doesn't have a lot of horizontal coverage, so you only really want to be looking to use it when the opponent is close to you.
Auto combos. I like that roll on Gurren. I'm not sure on what's the outcome out of it, but Alunkali was out of the corner because of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about these L and M DPs usage. Like HDP is probably a better idea in those situations if you want to DP. But I just DP less in general as well.
Do you even have a DP most of the time?
I mean the Charlotte.
Fair. Okay, jumps out of the
We're
corner
able
there
to do a
because
big bit of damage here.
Yep. We're gonna go right into super.
So, yep, got the minimum scaling, so there's a decent amount of damage because of that. And
Oh my god!
we're knowledge checking people with the demon flip again.
That dealt so much damage.
But yeah, you can see how quickly the momentum can swing towards Charlotte because the pressure is like really good. Once they've got you in the corner like that. It's the same for a lot of characters, but also Charlotte. See, like the HDP would have won there. That's another thing.
Lord.
Yeah, that's the always thing. You don't need to take these big risks with these big DPs. You have 3 bravery points. Please use them.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. You heard Dudikov.
Running them in. Unfortunately, we're not getting the conversion there.
And it's gonna be difficult anyways.
Yeah.
Another
thing about Yul in like her stance is that she can't throw from a standing position. Like when she goes for throw in the stance, she does a little hop forward, then does a throw, which is exactly the same as a forward dash as well. So she can hop forward and then press a button, but you know that she can't immediately go into throw. So that's something else to be aware of when it comes to playing against Yul.
I don't know about the small hop from the throw. Probably never noticed it.
Like in this stance here, she has to hop forward before she can throw. If she presses throw, she'll do a little hop then throw.
Yeah, she needs to hop in general. Like.
Well, no, like when she presses throw, she'll do a hop then throw.
I see. Okay. I always thought that they didn't put the hop and then go for the throw, just to maybe put them into the range.
No, it's built-in things that makes the stance a bit less powerful once you know about it.
All right.
Battle 2.
Makes sense. Alright. Oh, the punish on the Rashi plus frames.
The Yules will love to backflip until you prove to them that you're able to deal with it. Again, it's something that you like. It's a good idea to go into training mode, see what your character's options are. 6-6 selling against it is generally a good idea. Sometimes you have like long range attacks or specials that can deal with it. Like Charlotte could probably ball after it and kill them. But also blocking, just blocking the backflip isn't the worst idea as well. Or like wait for the rebound, DP in. Although sometimes they'll backflip and go into stance, and then if you DP at that point, you die obviously because they're not in front of you. But yeah, very quick free from the Yule player, managing to exploit the knowledge gap when it came to the backflips and generally just applying good pressure as well. Yeah. But yeah, as we talked about like a lot throughout that match with regards to how Kali can deal with that a little bit better. Yeah, using 2L is a lot less as well. 2L's not very good in this game. You primarily use it as a means to like do a low attack in this game. But on block, it's significantly minus. Close light is a much better button. Like you are significantly more plus on block. You have more time to convert, see that you've hit and convert into a different attack with it as well, which is really nice. And you can also like throw a lot quicker after doing it as well. So you can do like strike throw pressure, which causes your opponent to react a lot more to your pressure. So instead of using 2Ls on pressure, use close lights a lot more.
Yes, close lights are the main proponent of the pressure game in this game. 2L still has a place, but they are way more niche. And in this game,
yeah, it's generally using 2L when like if you like get in on your opponent and they're trying to walk back to get out of it. 2L's good in those situations if you don't have like a low hitting 2M or something like that.
Or you know, there's a true low block string, or you're playing the funny 2L tick throw or 2L into chain light frame trap
2L tick throw is really bad.
It exists as a mix. I've been experimenting with it, so.
Plus light take for way better.
Well, true.
So yeah, 2 more sets after this. I don't know how the actual brackets look. I haven't looked at it, seen who is performing well in thing.
Usually-
Again, it's mainly just gaining experience is the entire point of this thing. So trying to find like people of a similar level or slightly above your level to practice against, rather than running into master rank players trying to level up their alternates in the rank system in this game. So yeah, we only have 1 undefeated fighter so far, which was the Ladiva player we saw earlier, which was Scoopster. But yeah, generally someone who's been playing the game for quite a while. Kind of playing casually though, so I would definitely say it should be in this bracket, and that's fine and all that. And as we saw previously, like people can like go against her and do well. Go against the Ladiva. What else was I going to say? And there's a lot of free ones, so there's definitely like people beating other people in the same age range. I mean, I say age range, same skill range, which is good to see.
I mean, yeah. Well, but still, I'm kind of surprised at the start that there were a lot more free twos when I'm looking for the bracket, like glancing.
Yeah, usually the bracket will, like at the start of the bracket, like the system doesn't know how good everyone is. We like Lobster. I don't know if they did any seeding first. It doesn't look like they did much seeding. So it was just sort of basically random selections in regards to who goes against who. But for some reason, we got very lucky in regards to picking out the very close matchups each time to come on stream. And then later on, like the top of the bracket goes against the top of the bracket, the lower end of the bracket goes against the lower end of the bracket, and that's usually how it shakes out. So you normally see closer sets later on, but it's turned out opposite today for some reason.
Wow, somebody's already targeting me with the random bullshit they play. Well, don't stun me. Play in the best way you can. We could give you ideas how to play better. Hey, like, why you doing like this to me? Huh?
Why is Lobster getting fucked?
Stun Orion.
Oh, I get stunned way too often.
True.
He's very susceptible to stun.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I'm
got a low
always
stun meter.
burned out.
He's basically Akuma.
True.
Akuma and Akuma.
But
Because he plays Anelia.
Scooprister asks, should I command grab more? Well, have you tried playing without command grabs to know if you need more?
What's this? Is this in the room? Yo, Haz?
Yo.
Oh, it's Haz with an S. There's a Matera player in Brazil called Haz with a Z. Huge fan.
Hase?
I'm just going to say Haz.
Because if it's Hase, I'm kind of friends with Hase. We've been doing Zeta documentation. And
You're gonna put an E in your name if you want to be Haz. Come on. As opposed to Haz. Du hast name. How do I 6XL? You press 6 and then you press 6 and you press L.
And then reap the varying rewards that you get off of it. Alright, so our players, we have Haas, we're still waiting for Yami Demon, which I think we've seen Yami Demon already.
What do you do if 6XL loses to that 6XL? You need to 6XL better.
Yeah, unfortunate.
You didn't believe enough in your 6XL. Your opponent was fully committed in their belief to the 6XL, and that's why they won. You don't believe in your 6XL, the 6XL will not believe in you.
Man, I'm waiting
If you have doubts about 6XL, if you think in the back of your head, this move is a bit too strong, They should nerf it in the future. Then the 6XL will not work for you. You have to be morally aligned with the 6XL.
Y'all.
Narmaya.
All right, let's get into our next match.
Nothing is a
here.
coincidence.
Definitely.
You are
not.
here because you are chemically aligned with the 6XL.
Battle
Whatever
one.
he says.
Chemically aligned.
Astrologically aligned? I don't know. Anyway, we've got a different waifu this time.
We got Vera.
Vera's
versus-
usually pretty popular amongst beginner intermediate players as well, so a little surprising to see the first one into round 5 of this competition.
I mean, usually Lobster tries to pick up players to stream gamers that we have not seen and talked about their play.
Alright, so you're saying that Lobster is a big Vera hater, I see.
No, I don't think that he's a hater right now, but I'm pretty sure he's a lover of seeing more players on the beginner bracket and letting us talk about them. Sick RPS, by the way, could have punished
Yeah,
that.
we have seen this Namaya before, but there is like a number of Namaya players in the bracket. I think there's at least 3.
Yep. Oh, go into basketball. Oh.
We could have see. There's another situation there where if you just do Raging Strike into close heavy into Raging Strike into close heavy into Raging Strike into close heavy, it would have done enough damage to kill. And now they're in a bit of trouble since situation against Namaya. Good use of BC there, puts them at chip point. So if they just DP at any point here, they
DP
should
is
be able to
coming
get the
in.
win.
Oosh.
They're being a bit too patient, and they're going to lose because of it.
Why? The thing is, with MDP, MDP is way harder to deal with when you're a chip point.
MDP whilst installed is talking about.
Yeah, well installed. Because to deal with it, you need to block the first hit and then spot dodge it just to get a punish.
So,
Otherwise,
yeah, for Vera, once she's installed, her moves have different properties. One of those different properties is her medium DP. Becomes a bit tougher to deal with in the sense that you have to spot dodge the second hit of it if you want to be able to punish it. Nice little spot dodge there. Appreciate that.
Gonna get the combo here. In the corner you go. Nice. Lantia, like, has been doing quite a good job at keeping Yami at bay, and nice bay on the DP as well.
Yeah, again, it's one of those situations. I mean, it should have led to a death there at that point, but one of those situations where you have free BP. There is very little reason that you need to be able to take in a risk with that EX DP.
Battle 3.
Why? You're like losing BP at that point is not that bad because
It
life from
literally
another
doesn't
interaction.
matter if you lose BP when you're at low health.
Mhm.
The
You
extra
still-
damage does not make any difference. Yeah, we're using the BP to keep someone in the corner. It's a very common strategy, which completely legitimate. The Vera managing to get out regardless there. They're both on 2 BP. So they don't take more damage at this point. They only take more damage when they're at 1 BP or 0 BP. At 1 BP, they take 30% more damage, and at no BP, I believe it's 50% more damage.
At 0, 50, and at 1, it's 20. Yeah.
Is it 20? I got 20 for, same number basically. Oh my god, that's a nice. I don't know if that was a reaction to seeing them in a very early 2H, but like jumping up and then immediately going into the moon flip there was very clever.
It is. It's really good. The thing is, it's probably now Narmaya's one of the more stronger assets. And Narmaya, in general,
Assets.
does not. Yes, I've used the word. In general, she does not have any air stall option. So, Ultimate Moonflip became a air stall, making it way dangerous to anti-air Narmaya. So at that point, you can use it as an offensive like pressure set with the jump and then play off people.
Oh,
And
we did get a full combo. But we managed to get out of the corner again, so that's fine.
no!
Oh, press something. That can lead to a big combo for the Vera player, but they weren't ready to take advantage of it.
Oosh. One thing that I would like to Yami to change is stop
Teleport
2L'ing in Kagura, start using 2M more. Like,
Yeah, 2L is very much a thing you would do in base game. In this game, you want to either 6XL or close light. Usually. Obviously, other buttons have different uses, but... I mean, the 2Ls, like, on the jump-ins, they work a decent amount of time just because the opponent isn't blocking low when they jump in a lot of the time, so it is somewhat defensible at this point.
did it hit cross-up or some shit? Interesting.
I have no idea. for Vera, like a good anti-air button is actually just close heavy / far heavy, which is a decent option to go for rather than the 2H. The 2H is like still decent, but again, you have to keep an eye on the spacing as we missed out there.
Oh, Ultimate Setsuna gonna get the combo. Tries
oh,
to go
we got a reset.
reset.
I mean, that's why they're going for the lures. The lures are constantly working. I can get combo. Yeah, we can go further in those combos there. We could like go. I think EX Scarlet Earth probably reaches. We could just do Raging Strike as well.
Yep, Yami takes the second game also out of that.
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
So for Haas, I know Haas been doing quite well at the
Again,
start.
nice conversion. Unfortunately, it just hits a little bit too low to get the full conversion, but it's still decent amount of damage. I guess that's why Yama's going for a lot of lows on the... I mean, the lows on the jump-ins are fine. I think it's just in pressure where it's a bit less awkward. I mean, a bit less effective.
Yeah, Scarlet Wolf tries to be cheeky.
I believe Namai can punish with her own for against the Scarlet Earth in the corner, but again, that's an awkward situation because you can't do that mid-screen.
No, the slash is on
-5.
You take your turn back, not with the B. Oh my god.
It's going to lead to combo. Yeah, again, you can do a full combo there. It's one of the main strengths of the SPA, but yeah, definitely something to practice later at least.
Ooh.
I mean, see, again, the jump-ins into the lows are working out very well. So again, there's something else for Haz is that once you block the first jump attack, you can start blocking low at that point. It's just getting the timing down, and it just take a little bit of time to do that.
Arcane. Oh, misses the conversion.
Yeah, should have done a standing heavy there instead of the 2U.
Misjudged the spacing. It happens. Okay, slashes.
Yeah, different spacing attacks can be a bit awkward.
Jesus. Another ultimate moonflip. Yami's pushing this hard. Oh, here we go. Big hit. Goes into super. Let's see if there's the combo.
Again. It's just familiarity, basically. It's fine.
EXDP.
But the Vera player here has got a significant advantage. They've got free BP, they've got a significant life lead, so they can play a lot more patient. They deserved a conversion there, unfortunately.
Yeah, what happened there is that Yami really does it on the same timing, and it particularly does not bait the anti-airs yet. You need to like hit it a bit lower for the ultimate moonflip to be effective.
Nope. Yeah, probably get a conversion there, but like, yeah, it's awkward as well. So it's just something you got to practice and get used to.
Whoosh.
Yeah, the far medium for Vera is a very good neutral button. Even in the 6XL world, it covers a great distance, so if the opponent tries the 6XL, oftentimes you'll get a counter hit out of it.
Yeah, like use it as a hit stop in general. Like, not
it's very funny, it's very difficult to punish for the opposite person. So it is a bit more leeway than a lot of other characters' attacks. Probably wanted the DP there, unfortunately got the funny Honda hands, whatever they're called. 236. Oh, I mean, we got the rage. We probably wanted the Brave counter, but we got the Raging Strike. So the thing is with Brave counter as well is that you can't really react to light attacks, to like blocking the light attack then doing it. But if they do go for like a medium or heavy button, then you can press BC on reaction to that, and that's often what you want to look for on defense when you're using the Brave counter.
All right, that's
rather than doing it like predictably as we saw there. Although it can sometimes work out, like the other person can just get like Raging Striked when it comes out, which is funny.
I mean, it's better just to Brave counter the things that you know 100% that you can Brave counter just for the chance of K counter.
Yeah, that's right. That's basically what I'm saying. But you can do like a little OS to do it predictively, but I wouldn't worry about that at this level, to be honest. Oh my god, why is my stream freaking out? That's fun. Oh. There's nothing wrong with the stream, it's just on my end, but it kept like the overlay kept going on and off on it, and it's like kind of pie hard in. Yeah,
that's 3-0
there. We got one last round, I believe. I don't know. Let me check.
We've seen Tinola before.
Oh, we're doing 2 games in round 5. Okay, I see.
We are always doing 2 games per round.
Are we?
Yes.
Well, we're doing like 12 games. Jesus.
12 first to freeze.
Man, I'm here for the fucking long haul, aren't I?
Yeah, I was wondering, you've been not conserving energy whatsoever.
I'm fine, but like I'm just saying, it's like I'm surprised.
All right.
Another Yule play, amazing. Let's go.
And another Shalana matchup as well. Saki.
Because I'm not paying attention, love, so I'm just saying stuff. You know what I mean?
I've just noticed.
I don't count. Just matches happen, and I'm just like doing stuff.
All right, so we've already seen Tinola on the first round here, like I don't know what 6 to 7 matches already ago, and now on the other side we have Queen Fingertip that we have. No, whoa!
They parried the up frame, but isn't getting the attack over. That's very funny. Yeah, Fingertip has got the prismatic weapons, so has been playing Yule for quite a bit in this game. Like I don't have prismatic weapons for any of my characters so far.
I've got my prismatics so early.
I don't like prismatics anyway, so I don't care.
I mean, it's cool that there's a reward for playing with the same character, but usually some.
It would be nice if the reward was good, but you know, can't have everything.
It's so nice. Anyways,
yeah, blocking standing. That's another reason as well. Like the Demon Flip, if they don't press anything, there's a low follow up, and they can combo off of that as well. So the risk reward is definitely in favor for blocking the Demon Flip low. Yeah, me and Fuzi are just room gamers. We don't like grind these ranked sessions that get them to level 500.
You cannot play this game for long periods of time, don't you?
I mean, you can.
Well, you can.
Is it good for you? Is it good for your health? That's another question.
I know. I'm a prime example. But anyways, let's get back to the match here. Tinola and Queen Fingertip are playing around. Tinola has been working quite spectacularly against Queen Fingertip. Yeah,
gonna go for the Raging Strike combo. Probably does more damage than the SBA, and the opponent is at 3 BP still, so the SBA won't really do much. That's gonna kill. Well, I say kill, but I mean it's gonna hit.
Yeah,
but he's also Charlotte SSBA, which does a shitload of damage every single time. Oof. So both characters are one hit away from dying at this point. Well, one good hit away from dying.
One good hit, yeah. Gonna go into...
Charlotte herself is one hit away from dying.
Hey, first...
I do not need to grind for outplayed. If I like don't even make top 8 there, I'm like fine with that at this point.
You're fine. Yeah, you have small goals.
I'm in it for Street Fighter, baby. Anyway.
Okay, but let's get back to the game. One round.
Tinola, we're seeing the Charlotte jump light attack coming in again.
Well, Queen Fingertip.
The whiff into Raging Strike seems to be a popular option as well, which is pretty fun. Yeah, can't do that at the far button range, fortunately. Charlotte's DP, kind of awkward to punish, especially when it pushes you into far button range. A lot of times you just want to go for like a 2M after you've seen it.
Oh, tries to be cheeky with the Fox Box, but now the DP just comes in. Spa dodging the low is going to counter hit there, and oh my god!
And the wake up SBA working again. I'd say a thing for Queen Fingertip is they probably don't want to be approaching Charlotte with a full meter with the parry stance up, because they can't block out of that stance. And if they go for an SBA, they get killed because of it.
Ooh,
You can always close heavy on the DP. Okay, that's fair enough.
Here we go. Gets the first good hit, but drops the combo, unfortunately. DP's out of there. No,
does it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. So the parry does work, but like if you're going in with the parry stance or against someone knocked down, oftentimes you're going to be pressing the button to try and do a meaty. And the attacks out of parry do not recover in time for the SBA not to hit.
Now I just wonder. There's one thing cooking in my mind, but it's probably a very niche thing in this matchup, so probably need to look into other things. Like for instance, right now, Tinola, why did you press 5U? Were you trying to read?
It was pretty funny, to be fair.
Trying to bait any kind of reversal option with the 5U.
Like if you win, if you like win the game off of 5U or something, that's pretty funny.
Oh,
I mean, fourth
Okay,
time's the charm.
block, far M. Yes.
Yeah, when you're right up in Charlotte's face, it's not too bad to punish. It's just when you're at further ranges or you end up blocking it whilst in the sky that it ends up being a problem.
Nice. That was the
we got the punish on the M ball. That's nice.
Defensive throw.
Throw.
Gonna get a save jump, which is a combo right now.
It's very infuriating to like knock someone down, run up to them, and then get thrown at that point. But again, it's just getting used to being able to do your meaty timings correctly. Or if you're not going for a meaty, just standing at a distance where you're not going to get thrown. Like there, for example.
A no punish. Goes into stance.
You probably can do like meaties off the stance into M or something like that, but the way that Queen Fingertip has been getting hit by these SBAs is definitely not what they've been going for.
The thing is, the stance 2M is a safe meaty is only useful from like in corner at certain knockdowns, like the MDP into stance. You go into stance 2M and it basically hits both meaty and it recovers in time. Otherwise, like setting that up is iffy anywhere else.
Again, yeah, it's one thing that Tanala can probably work on is working on their meaties after knockdowns, because they're getting thrown a lot once the Yord's waking up. And if you get those meaties correct, like if they're mashing wake up throw, you're gonna get a big punish off that.
Push. Gonna go into super, not gonna kill. One pixel away, tries to bait an option there from
we're just doing it.
We're just doing it. No.
Yeah. At this point, it's like something you have to be aware of against Tanalo is the fact that they're very prone to just mashing SBA when they're minus or on wake up, or SSBA in this case. So in those situations, if you know how to safe meet, you go for the safe meeters. If you are unsure on your safe meeters, just looking to block a lot more in those situations when they have 100 meter.
Hell, if you have the health advantage, even so, like you don't particularly always need to push it. Like from time to time, putting in like this kind of weight for your opponent's option can go far. By the way, sick
just keep doing it.
Jesus Christ.
There's the throws again. That's probably the number one thing that's letting Tanala down is these wake up throws hitting.
Oh my god.
That's another thing with these JLs as well. It's when they get like regular hits, they're not being able to combo afterwards from it.
Both of them are scrambling here around while losing a lot of.
If they do a full basketball, I mean this one's nothing.
Come on, basketball.
Yeah, if you just do Raging Strike again, do the heavy, do Raging Strike, do the heavy, that would have killed.
Oh, Raging Strike goes in, and now we're in chip point. DP comes out. Ooh, ultimate DP just to finish it off.
DP for a DP, yeah. Fair enough going for the ultimate DP there, slightly faster, and you would have died regardless of what DP you went for. If they ended up blocking it.
Ultimate DPs usually beat the most of the save jumps and save jab options.
Safe jumps, not so much, but
well,
safe jumps definitely.
There are some save jumps that don't particularly cover that timing.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of them are. But yeah, as Socket's saying, yeah, the jump JLs aren't working out. It's better to jump in with like a jump medium or jump heavy a lot of the time.
And they're not save jumps. Fair enough.
Yeah, the safe jumps against heavy DP. Come on, man.
Yeah, 2 frames.
Like, are you going to say all safe jumps aren't safe jumps because they all lose to parries? I mean...
Whoosh. Tries to goes into auto combo 2 into just jumping.
Right, watch out. You gotta be watching out for the SBAs at this point against the shallow.
Like this one?
I mean, you can't watch out for that one. She already got hit, so that's like fair enough.
Shouldn't really kill right now because of the scaling, yeah, and we're only leaving in 1 strike pro. Tries to stick RPS.
Yeah, but they're not. If they get hit by someone, that means they're not safe, right? Yeah.
Out gamerbirds.
Yeah, 5U. It's fine to do it if he'll win the game. That's the conclusion. Unsafe safe jump. That's what you call it.
Okay, one more thing that I kind of missed from Queen Fingertip. even though it's hard against Charlotta, mostly because of how fast her jump arc is, I'm missing untiers in general. Like, Tanala has been jumping a lot.
I mean, that's been a thing with the Charlottas in general. It's like, because Charlotta's a tough character to anti-air, like, they've been getting away with murder when it comes to these jump-ins. But yeah, it's like, if you just look out for the jumps themselves, then they aren't too bad to anti-air. It's just trying to do it in reaction without thinking them about, like, catching them in your mind in the first place.
Battle
But yeah, nice round by Queen Fingertip right there.
Okay. Oh, some nooch happening there.
I wonder what the fingertip is about.
I'll stall it. Oh,
Yeah, like DP should be like an easy option against the Charlotta jumps at the very least.
just not letting her get away with that and not getting a free entry in is best. Get smashed in the corner here. Gonna go into a rage chain combo, which could have been.
Didn't really need to do the follow. Might have been accidental. We don't know.
Yeah, might have been. Could be a super there.
Oh, it's gonna be a combo.
Gonna go into ultimate fox flame.
Yeah, like I don't think the raging chain follow up would have worked out again.
Oh my god. Probably just trying.
They're probably just doing it in reaction to seeing like the parry stance, knowing that they'll come in immediately because of that. But yeah, it's definitely something that Queen Finger should probably exercise from the game at this point, is the parry Oki, or whatever it is they're going for.
And if you can go for such Oki in the first place at mid screen.
Yeah, just like run up in your normal regular stance and do a close slide. It's probably better than whatever else you're going for there. Or if you want to be like big brained, you could just like get into a position where you'll parry the SSBA instead of it being in the middle of a half. I mean, that'd be funny at least. It's not very good, but it'd be funny. Would close have you been reached there? I don't think it would have.
No, Fox Flame tries to be cheeky about it.
Nice
Tilla is waiting for some. Okay, reversal for DP. Oh, goes for the command grab, ducks it in time. Still like waiting for a flashy end for match now because Tilla is on set point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now watch out for the SBA.
Yeah,
Nice.
don't do anything. Don't do anything. Okay.
Nice. There we go.
Nice. Okay, that works as well. Because don't you get a counter hit? Counter hit stance into a better combo that way?
I have no idea. Yeah, unfortunately there at the end. Maybe could have like done the basketball combo where just spending all their raging points just because they were so low health. They may as well just like squeeze out that extra damage even if it wouldn't have killed. Yeah, I mean like blocking the SBA and just like punishing it, that's like a fine option if you don't know the exact like parry specific conversions or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, that will be a free one going to Tinola. And with that, we finished up the round 5. And now we're going to go into our last round, last 2 games that we're going to talk about. And if the Lobster figures it out, what we're going to be watching, the chat is always open for questions.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't really need to answer the questions mid-game, apparently, because we've got a lot of pro gamers in chat, such as Socky.
And, Lobsters.
And semi-pro gamers like Fuzilero.
Yeah. Wow, you're gonna do my man Fuzi like that?
I mean, he's probably won like £5 somewhere. that's enough to be semi-pro, right?
He has esports color, he is pro. I would love to have esports on Nilla color, but the only chance was for Kayane Cup. I can't be professional, I guess, then.
Yeah, you're not even semi-pro, bro.
God damn it.
Amateur.
Try 6 stands, close light after froze. Or 6.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if you consult the Yule experts with their Yule encyclopedia, they might give you like some good Oki options after certain things.
Okay, after Fro going for the funny LDP frame kill into close light, getting the save jab. It's something that Tuho's been doing.
Scoopster's taken a loss in the previous
done
round,
both?
so
Oh,
we got
was not
everything
how
to
you-
play for in this last round. Yeah, no problem, Hal. Hopefully you can take some stuff away from the matches and improve as a result of that. This is the entire point of these brackets. It's not necessarily to dominate everyone and show how you're the greatest beginner who's ever beginnered, but just to get some matches in against some similarly skilled opponents and just like play it out, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. All right. Our last games are now.
So we got Ragged Umbrella, who was previously beat Scoopster 3-0, who was our previously undefeated fighter, against Fun Yarinpa, who we saw previously. But that's going to be our last game, and our game before that is going to be Samu versus Sorin. I believe we've seen Sorin previously, and I believe Samu might have been in the first game that we saw. Might have been the...
No, it's not. It's not a repeat. The first game.
No, I'm not saying it's a repeat of the game. I'm saying we saw how Samu in like the first round or something like that.
Yeah, as the first game.
Yeah, but it's not. Whatever.
Whatever.
What do I do? What if I do want to prove I'm the best beginner to ever beginner? Well, Jack, you're at a point now where you cannot do that physically because you are no longer a beginner, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
you would have to. You would have to lose all memories of this game and then start again from the beginning. And then at that point, you need to enter the beginner brawl real tournament and then demolish everyone immediately. And then after the beginner brawl finishes, you call out the beginner brawl champ Soki, beat him 3-0. Then you call out ZK, beat him 3-0, and then any other beginner brawl champs we've had since then.
Those were the only two ones.
I'm sure there were some other ones. We did some other tournaments. But anyway, back to the set. So yeah, this is technically a repeat of the first round set in the sense that it's the same characters.
Yeah, it's the same characters, but this time we have Samu on this side. There's a different Charlotta, I feel, from Tinola.
Yeah, we're gonna probably see a lot less JLs from this Charlotta.
Yep, definitely. And Surin did win against Tinola's Charlotta, so I'm wondering. Ooh, nice reaction.
Nice reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Samu use that demon flip fairly liberally neutral, and Surin adapting very quickly to seeing that, so which is always good to see. Yeah.
Oh,
where are the guys?
Okay, tries to.
Have we had any guy on stream?
We did. Siegfried.
Oh, we had Percival versus Siegfried. That was like the one match, and then the Percival player switched to Evil.
Don't worry, next time we're gonna get Vasaraga because Rag is playing bass.
Oh yeah, it was a good idea to go for like you dragging that point because it puts the Charlotte at chip point, but unfortunately the Charlotte just ran in right afterwards and took the kill because of that.
Oh, Dragon. Jesus, again. Quite chaotic. Auto combo 2 is negative on block, by the way.
Oh.
Can take your turn back.
I'm sorry. I'm too Street Fighter brain to clear. Guys only exist in the Street Fighter franchise. And the Final Fight franchise, obviously.
And Tekken.
There isn't a guy in Tekken.
What are they then?
There isn't a guy called Guy.
Ah.
I'm talking about Guy the Ninja.
Oh, Guy.
That guy.
That guy. Okay,
He's a guy, he's a guy.
Shall we begin?
Good guy.
Battle of 1. Begin.
Yeah. Super annoying, I hate him.
Well, lobsters, you wouldn't get it. It was literally already spilled the beans. But anyways, let's get back to the match here. Samu gets the big opener here and jumps back.
On the regular Zoe DPs, if you block them, she's minus after that, so you can take your turn back. On the heavy DP and the UDP, I believe she's plus, so you have to hold that.
No, UDP is punishable because it's a reversal from frame 1. The H1 is
it?
plus.
Is it? Oh yeah, I'm stupid.
Yes,
Don't listen to
the
me.
H1 is plus on block, but you can anti-air it after blocking the first hit, like the rising hit. You can still 2H it. The M1 is 0 on block, and the L1 is negative.
M1's 0? That's stupid. Man, I'm learning something new every day. That's crazy.
Ooh, punish? That was punishable!
That's
What's
crazy.
with Charlotta's and using 5U so liberally?
Because it's funny.
It is funny, but you should use them less. Okay, you dragon.
Fusiliera pretending he knew the frame data on Zoe DPs. That's crazy.
Damn.
Battle 3. Begin.
Okay.
What are you on about 2 minus 2 0? You're talking about little diva headbutts now or something?
Well, Diva's headbutts are different though.
Come on. Anyway, Samu, yeah, we just wake up SPA, works again. Yes, see, if it's Fuzi, but then the MDP is 0, so you'll lose to them throwing or something. I don't know.
A lot of those nice SB8 Fruit Dragon there. A lot of Surin's like 6XL into Far Light are unconverted. No Raging Strikes, no like bisection.
It's because I anti-air every single Zoe MDP, that's why I'm not used to it.
Alright, 1-1.
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
Getting back in the next match here. Yeah, you.
Anyways, back to the match.
Whoa!
That's huge.
That was funny.
Yeah, what could both players be doing better right now? Right.
I did mention that Surin's been losing a lot of potential damage by not like confirming a lot of those hits in. Like he gets the hits in, but he's not getting a lot out of them. Samu, on the other hand, I feel that nice.
Got a reaction again.
Samu
So, yeah.
doesn't particularly.
Samu could probably do to exercise these demon flips that aren't like Oki related from their game at the moment. Like the neutral ones, they're getting punished pretty regularly.
Or jump like that. As well, works as good
Like
enough.
here's fine. Doing that is fine. Get a plus frames.
One thing that Samu is not particularly doing is not particularly playing against the dragon. Like every dragon is blocked and it's basically free pluses for Zoe.
I'm fine with blocking the dragon.
How are you fine?
Like I don't know, what you do? You gonna like spot dodge it and then still be minus anyway?
Ooh, the Brave counter became the Raging Strike that will do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's unfortunate what happens. Can be quite infuriating, but you just gotta rub it off.
One thing that I really like to do is that I still burn a Raging Strike, Raging Chain, the full combo alphabet, mostly because of how much.
We'll just mash SP and
Oh
SSP.
my god! Oh my god!
Oh, nice little back walk in order to cause the button to whiff and then get the punish afterwards.
It was pretty good, but I'm more silent Surin because Surin had that round, I feel.
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
Alright, it's 2-1. Samu takes the lead. L Lightning. That could have been an air unblockable if it was hit a bit higher. 668 for the hit.
I mean, you could prediction roll one of these dragons or something like that because they do come out a lot, but it's very dangerous to do that type of thing.
I wouldn't prediction roll, just not blocking.
I think
them
you can't. I mean, you can't. You can't really react to it though. So like blocking is the safest thing to do at that point.
To versions of M and H dragons.
At that distance, you're not reacting to the L dragon coming out. You're just doing it on prediction. If they went for like an M Dragon or something like that, you'd just like die at that point. Well, it's mid-screen, so it's not a big deal, but still like a risky option as opposed to just blocking it and then deciding what to do after that.
Okay. Spike. Ends prematurely. That was
you can
punishable.
Yeah, if you block the second hit of Zoe's Wrecker, you can punish her at that point.
The low is -8, the forward is like double digits minus. So, whoa! Read super coming from Surin. No punish on Samu's side. Still, Samu is in set point, so probably Surin is kind of desperate here to get damage.
Ooh, just got there in time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Probably going to SBA after the Raging Strike. Nice. Really nice.
Is it too high? Question mark? Oh, no, it's not too high.
No, they've changed it in this game where it's a lot less likely to whiff.
Alright. And with the throw, Samu finishes up with the 3-1, and we're good. Done with this set.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Samu won the set. Like, they couldn't afford to get into like 6XL range, use it more. Sok is saying that's always a good thing, especially with a rushdown character like Charlotte. In regards to Surin, what they were doing, like they were pretty ready for the demon flips in regards to SBA in those, but I think also like being aware of Charlotte's approaches, taking your turn back when they do like a random ball in neutral, maybe not pressing so much in those situations so you get punished because of it. Always a good thing. And again, like just being, when they get really jumpy, being hyper aware of those jumps and looking to anti-air them. If you're not too confident with 2H in them, which can be pretty difficult to do, you can just go for a DP. Even though it's not like in run at the start, it can catch them at the peak of the height and it will like punish them because of that.
Yep, that is very important. And as I said for Surin, I do feel Surin lost a lot of damage from like a lot of stray hits, but never a convert. And remember, we did say that spending the bravery points is important, and brave counter is good enough. I feel that like spending at least once to Raging Strike, Raging Chain combo when you're in mid screen is good enough. Even so, that Zoe has very, very strong Raging Strike, Raging Chain combos that side swap, like something that not a lot of characters do have.
Here we are, we've got another Charlotte up with a prismatic weapon.
Whoa, when we already seen Fenrir in Nipa, but
Yeah,
now
we haven't seen Ragged Umbrella, but they've been raging all over this bracket as they're currently the top-ranked player with 4-1 records and tiebreaker points in their favor, and you can see why, because the Vasaraga pressure is very strong.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good to Vasaraga, taking over my color, passing the torch, you know.
Oh, that's a nice answer to the game flip. It worked out. Nice. Yep, that's punishable, but unfortunately went for a too heavy a punish.
Ooh, does not hit the H slam on meaty here. Brave counter, nice.
Yeah, using Brave counter against Charlotte's Honda hands is very good because it usually puts them into a counter hit state, which means they going to like get knocked down and you're able to like run up and apply pressure really easily or side switch. I'm not sure if Vasaraga can side switch, because considering how big and weird his jump is.
No, he cannot. Most of the times it's not gonna happen like that.
Oh, nice. Saw that he was charging up. Oh, this is gonna be death.
Yup. Oh my god.
So always an ever-present threat is Vasaraga's use skills, specifically his U charge there. The downside to his U charge is that it's punishable on block. It's not punishable on block, is it?
It is. It's -6.
Yeah.
It is -6, but usually like it pushes you away for most of the characters to not have a consistent answer. So you need to like spot dodge it.
Yeah, spot dodge is the answer to it. You get big punish off that.
Oh, ultimate command grab. So ultimate command grab is slightly funny. You need to, if he's doing it as a reversal, you can still whiff a light button and react to it and jump it. It's hard.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Even if it's better, it didn't work out. That's unfortunate. Hopefully, still be able to get the kill here. Nice.
Yeah, Far H working very good at catching that.
It's slightly better, but it can still whiff on the two higher characters. Even big boys like Vasaraga. Right, take your turn there. Nice.
Is it me or the long range buttons now get extended hurt box way earlier than base game?
It's you.
It's just me.
You're playing against 6XL where it's more noticeable at that point. Yeah, we've got Charlotte anti-air, nice. Fortunately missed the conversion, but we're still applying pressure. Yeah, the charge thing's not working out. We go for other options there. Oh. And this is crazy.
Another Funir, but using a lot of DPs.
Yeah, good idea. Going to the SSBA here after a bit of time.
Someone's laptop just died from
it's just the hit stuff, isn't it? And now should be able to get a light combo. Oh, that's the JL working out. If we went for a JM or something else, it might have worked out a lot better.
Yeah, and
got a counter hit on that one, so we were able to finish it off. And yeah, managed to clean up, make a big comeback there. Very nice.
1-1.
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
All right, let's see what.
So, yeah, the Vasaraga plays as the combos locked down, that kind of thing. I'd say biggest problem in this matchup is going for these big, heavy moves a lot of the time, which the Charlotte player, for example, like going for the Santa bag as it's called, which is the charge down thing after the downward scythe after the war. Getting thrown out a bunch of times. That's led to them getting killed a few times.
Basketball?
But looking very nice here. But yeah, Vasarag has like some really nice like low commitment options. His Farlight's really good. His 2M's really good.
His jump
so we don't always have to be doing these like big heavy attacks. I mean, 6-6H is like kind of a big heavy attack, but it's getting massive damage off of it a lot of the time. I'd say for the Charlotte as well, going into L Honda hands on block is probably not the best idea. Just being like minus in the face of Vasarag is probably not the best thing in the world, or any character really. If you're gonna go into like, if you want a block string safe like hands, you want to go into the EX version. You'll see like a lot of the top Charlotters will go for that, and you see the M version being used there, and it's got a gap there, and that's what the Vasarag are exploited to do the command grab.
What are you doing, Umbrella?
He's working. He's working.
he's trying to get an air throw. Come on, we were trying for 3-4 times already.
I mean, it'd be funny if he got the air throw. Yeah.
I mean,
again, the jumps getting caught out again, so Charlotte players gotta be a little careful with those jumps. Might have gotten away with it a lot more earlier in the bracket, but against this Vasarag, it's not been working out.
Definitely, and also Vasaraga you're getting a lot of 2H anti-airs on Vasaraga, which are slower. And the funny part is that Bass has a faster one that's effective against Charlottes, the MGSG.
He means the medium command grab that anti-airs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the laptops are not working out today.
Someone's
Jesus Christ! Oh my god, someone's
Oh
turned on the
Lord
torrents. Someone's
almighty.
put on the YouTube videos, opened several browser tabs.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got some 20 FPS gaming right now. Let's go. We're gonna really check those.
Like
really gonna check those reaction checks right now.
Oh shit! Sick reaction.
Yeah, we got a lot of time there. Unfortunately, the lag is messing up our little combos as well.
God.
I mean, slowdown's definitely going to help you 2H Charlotte's jumping attacks.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think one thing you can say, if you end up in this situation yourself, it's completely legitimate and not all being a dickhead to be like, to ask the other person whether they can fix their PC issues that are causing this, or getting a TO involved to do a little connection check or like laptop check, because like this isn't like really something that's playable, and like you shouldn't have to play in this situation, and people should have like good enough computers in order to play the game without this occurring.
Oh my god, I still feel that. Like I can't really even say anything useful.
Like for instance, if I load into a game and this is happening, I am not playing at all. I'll either like exit the room or shut down the game or something like that. Then I'll ask the other person what's wrong with their computer or whatever, see if they can do anything about it, and then we can try again. Or if they say there's no issue, or pretend there's no issue or something like that, or they can't fix it, that's when you reach out to like the tournament organizer for them to reach a solution to the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And also, if you're someone who suffers from these sorts of issues, then there are like several options available to you. As mentioned in chat by Soki, there is the potato mod, which lowers the system requirements for your system, so that you might be able to run it a lot better than what is currently taking place. You can also go into the just edit some of the settings in the graphical settings yourself to lower a few things, see if that just helps without even installing the mod in the first place. Stuff like trying to play the game in like windowed mode can help as well, or making sure that you don't have any background applications running when you're playing the game as well.
Yeah, it's all for just making the best experience for both players to play. Because, as Dudikov said, he's not playing. This is not fun most of the time. Like you could have saw that Birac tried to do a cheeky combo there on a crouch confirm cross light to him, but it's a tight link.
But yeah, in conclusion, don't play through it.
Yeah, don't grit your teeth. Oh my god, demon flip. Goes for the armor, just tries to get a defensive throw in.
Yeah, it also doesn't help in terms of like us commentating as well, because like having to play in 20 frames per second like completely changes the complexion of the game, and like stuff you do in this situation probably wouldn't what we do if the game was running normally, etc.
Ooh, big EX ball hitting in, but the mash on the throw comes in hard. Oh, Jesus Christ, and he gets the anti-air on the UDP here, finishing the set 3-2-1.
3-2-1.
Actually, on that counter hit, you could go for the PhD combo, honestly.
In 20 frames per second?
Yes, you can.
Unfortunately, yes, Fox, why?
Unfortunately. You can't just ask someone of dreamers like that.
If fun, you're an app. If it's not your computer, I am not saying you are great. Good work. Like, I like fix your shit, bro.
Damn.
I have locals near me. Fortunately enough, there's a Sunday Face Off in Leeds. There's also Newcastle Fight Club in Newcastle. Newcastle, the NFC one is a bit more semi-regular. It's like bi-monthly at this point, I feel like, but they're doing a tournament like in a week or two actually. Obviously, if you're on the London area, there's a lot going on in London in terms of fighting games. The Birmingham Manchester area has stuff going on. I can't remember who exactly runs that. But yeah, you can look into that. And I remember previously in like the Norwich area there was something going on, but I can't remember exactly. Glasgow has something going on sometime. I don't know if that's closed down since I last saw it, but Glasgow was a pretty biggish scene before. They used to have one of the bigger UK majors, which isn't running as much anymore. I think it was like Hype Spotting or something.
But we can say that the last set, which unfortunately was not the most ideal conditions to play, is ended with 3-1 for Ragged Umbrella. And while we're still waiting for some players to finish up their sets, the chats are open for any questions for the beginners if they want to learn anything. We can answer them.
Not sure about like Oxfordshire. Again, like you probably just have to go to London if you're in that area, I think. But again, like yeah, like having locals is really good, and if you have a local, I would definitely encourage you to go attend those because they're usually a good time. And I haven't really found like a bad local when I've been playing fighting games. But if you're not near them, like for example, like Grand Blue Fantasy versus like the original game, like not like because of the COVID pandemic and because it being delay-based netcode, like not many people played that game, and so like I never like experienced like locals or tournaments in regards to Grand Blue for like a really long time. But the online community was like so good that yeah, you pull through it because of that, and you can learn a lot from like people online. You don't have to be in like an offline environment. Although offline environments are very good.
Yeah. met a lot of good people in the offline environment, and because of the offline that happened with Granblue and Revo in 2021, I'm here in this community.
But yeah, Newcastle Flight Club Fuzi, they only announced it like 2 days ago. I think it's like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, something else. I don't think Granblue's on this time, but they're running soon. Yeah, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'm happy to help if I can, but I do feel like the nearest best option for you is likely going to be London, unfortunately. There is some locals in Leeds, yeah. They have a Sunday face-off, which meets on Wednesdays, I believe, and they have like a monthly big-ish tournaments.
Nearest best option.
It's unfortunate. And I lived in London for a bit as well, and it was like really good just having like everything on my doorstep pretty much. But you know, it's tough when you're out in the boondocks. Like I used to live like far away from everything, and I couldn't really get out to like locals until I learned how to drive.
Hello, Riot. It would really help my journey of learning Granblue versus Rising if you'd PayPal me 30k euro. Win those 30k euros, then your journey is gonna be over.
What's the big problem with London? Is it just like not a fan of big cities, or I had like a bad experience or something like that? Yeah, I mean it's really expensive to get into, which is a pain as well. Because the trains haven't had any sort of infrastructure improvements since like the 1960s or whatever. But yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah, like it's a contradiction, isn't it? It's like you want to go to an event where people attend, but like the only places where people are the like big cities, which have all the people in it. So it's tough. But I know that's definitely a valid take on it.
We're still waiting for Yukaza and Howl's game.
Oh man, the screeching noises on the tube, man. I had to go to work every day. Well, right, it varied, but like the back end of it after COVID, I had to go in every day, and like the line I was on had like the worst screeching imaginable.
All right,
we kind of treated like what do you call it? Revo, which was a tournament in London, as a kind of like hub local, because we had people coming over just to visit London as well at the time. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, last game's finished, so we've got our final standings, which we'll surely go through right now.
Well, definitely I will, because I've been eagerly waiting for the finish. And at first place, we have Ragged Umbrella coming next. In second, Yami Demon. And on third, we have Howl taking the win. Oh, actually losing against Howl with Yukaza there. What would have been the score with Howl if...
Just go through the standards. Don't do like hypotheticals right now. It's too complicated.
No, I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Just go through it.
Scoopister lost his last 2 games after being the undefeated.
Yeah, playing a lot of games in a row is pretty tough, especially like first to freeze. So losing a bit of energy towards the end is definitely understandable, but it's a good showing regardless.
And then it is at fifth place for Nyiripa, on 6th Samu, 7 Fox 2, which we haven't seen and promised to stun me with Ewell. And at 8th we have Yukaza getting that last game in.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, if you want to like explanation of why some people are ahead of other people, the main thing is the actual score itself. So you get 5 wins, you get 5 points. After the score itself, there is the tiebreakers. So against people who have the same score as you, do you have wins over them? That's why Yukaza has 1 tiebreaker point, and that's why they're ahead of both Ragged Umbrella and Yami Demon. And then it goes on to butch holes and point difference. Butch holes basically is like how tough were the opponents that you went against previously. So did you have tougher opposition, and if you did, then you'll have a better butch hole score. It's kind of complicated, so don't worry about it too much. And then the final standing is like points difference. So if you won 3-2, you get +1. If you won 3-0, you get +3, and that's the termination of that. But yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. The main aim of this beginner bracket is to just match people up, get a bunch of games in, hopefully get some advice in as much as we can. I mean, there's 23 people in the bracket, so unfortunately not able to hit everyone every single time. But we got through a lot, and hopefully there was 1 or 2 good pieces of advice in there in between all the misinformation.
Lots of misinformation. But yeah.
Yeah, if you got an unfair score, it's Loba's fault, by the way. So blame Loba. Please write 400-word essay on why Loba hates you and this tournament sucks, etc. I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, he would actually have it as a comedy piece and would print it and like hang it on his own
I'm
wall.
completely serious, and I would be in complete agreement. Loba spilled the soup. I hate him so much, etc.
Damn. No.
Yeah, even if you like didn't do as well as you'd like in his bracket, it's all just improvement. You go away, look at your sets, maybe get a Socky set review at some point if those become available again. Just use it as an opportunity to improve. Don't worry too much about the score itself, because at beginner intermediate level, you can just lose matches for the dumbest reasons, just like a lack of a knowledge check on a character you haven't played against before, or just not being able to convert your combos because you haven't practiced them enough yet, and that's completely fine. So don't worry about it too much.
Everything will come with time, but as long as you persistently sit down and learn the game, play the game, figure some problems, learning solutions to those problems, you'll just get there. You'll become more consistent, more stronger as a player as well.
But the main thing is to have fun, and I hope everyone had fun in the Lobster and Immortal Beginner Bracket EU event for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Thank you, Dudikov, for the worst outro I've ever heard in all of tournaments.
I thought it was good. I think you're a big bully.
But yeah, thank you to all participants. Thank you to all the viewers as well. Don't forget that there are always HEB with advice forums for people answering the questions. Hell, if you have any questions in the advice channels, we're here to help most of the time.
Unless the person has do not ask me for advice as a name, I would not recommend asking them for advice, as Lobster found out personally.
I found out personally the same thing as well.
Some things you learn the hard way, but you live and you learn. It's fine.
Grand Blue players and reading, it's difficult. It's hard to read names, etc. But yeah, Lobster, you can do your little outro then.
Yep, anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for our 2 commentators for holding it down. Really good job. And thanks everyone for playing. Hope it was a good time for everyone. There's no one to raid or anything, so we'll just be heading off. And yeah, that will be it for now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It was me here, Ryan, joined by Dudikov and Lobsters. Bye-bye.